Girl Bella. Hold, please. 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 Hello, babes. I'm so sorry. I'm tardy for the party. This is what I get for trying to do multiple things at once. I was trying to edit because I wanted to give you a bonus video today because it is BELLAmas, day number 7. Hang on just one second. I don't know what's going on with my camera. Why this thing always looks so blurry. That looks a little better. I still feel like I'm blurry. Look, Miss Dream is right here next to me. So if you see her pop up on camera, you hear her? She's trying her best to inch her way over here. She is really trying. Look. A mess. I don't know why I look so blurry. Do I look blurry to you guys? I feel like I look blurry, but I don't know what's wrong with the camera. Ma'am, just say hello to the people. Say hello, people. I'm Dream. I'm 1 year old, but I'm a mess. All right, babes. Ho, ho, ho. We are gathered here this evening. And hello, everyone, by the way. Hello. Where my man is. I am your brown girl, Bella, the hostess with the mostest. Welcome to Bella After Dark, where we give you some makeup and a whole lot of mayhem. The makeup is what I got on my face because we ain't talking about no makeup today. We talking about these nuts, these crazy people in the entertainment world that just want to do the most, be the most, live the most, and don't want to take any consequences, don't want to suffer the repercussions of their actions. But we here at the grown folks room, the queendom, to dispel all of that. Ma'am, I'm not playing with you. No. She think I'm playing with her. So I'm gonna bring my sister up here. We're gonna talk about these people and try to break down these stories for you. So, Sissy, if you're still in the room, I'm just gonna share the invite and you just come on up. Hey Burns, hey cool gamer. Who else is in here? BDBGP, I see you. Welcome in. All right, babes. So we are here. Let me fix this thing up a little bit. I got so much stuff all over the place. All right. And we're in a new area of the room. This is where my lounge chair is. So that's why we're up here. So while we're waiting for my sissy Sugar to come up, let me just tell you a couple of things about BELLAmas. So BELLAmas today is technically day 7, but I've already opened the advent calendars and I've already spent half of my time editing. That's why I was a little late. So I want to get it up today. So you're going to get 7 and then 8 will be early tomorrow, probably around midday. So you see, Dream, she's trying her best to get back up here. She is trying her best. Hey, there's my Sugar. Welcome to the stage. Welcome to the queendom, Miss Sugar Love. Hey, sissy.
Well, hold on. I gotta cut something off. Hold
Okay.
on. Can you hear me now?
I can certainly hear you now.
All right. I forgot to cut off the YouTube, so that's what the echo was.
Oh, no worries. No worries. Dream is trying to
What's up,
her best to come up
sissies?
here. Listen, what's
Girl.
look.
Mm,
You want to pop up.
mm, mm.
Want to be all in the mix. She's like, I want to talk about these nuts too.
Oh my God. Hi, daughter-in-law.
You see her? She a mess. She
Hi,
is a
matter of fact, she favor Carter. Carter just got the brown streaks. Oh my
Mhm.
goodness.
Stop. Look. She still want me to bite her. All right. Look, ma'am, I need to get into these celebrity stuff. So listen, sis, before we get started, let me just tell you that your show last night had me on 10. I was like, oh yes, we are so gonna bring it today. Because you did that yesterday, ma'am. You did that.
Oh girl,
Kudos.
you're gonna have to go back some more, girl. I'm not playing. Well, wait till we do the members only one. So guys, if you're not a member, because we're gonna on both channels, we're gonna start
Yeah.
doing membership only content. If you're not a member, and that means me too, you better become a member because it's gonna all of this is gonna start getting hot.
It's only going to get hotter because
And that hotter gotta be your
celebrities
membership.
are determined to do the most.
Child, child. Baby, they even threw now my man Jay-Z up, and that's the big they trying to get up.
I know.
They trying to bring the 90s out, and I'm telling people they're bringing their energy back, period. But
Mhm.
this gonna be members only talk. But let's go ahead, girl.
All right. So where do we begin? I actually let me pull out my list because
You know where we should begin? Right where
okay.
right where we ended at when you brought it up before.
Okay.
Cause you was already on it.
Wait. Okay. So I know where we left off.
You don't have to give out input. I mean, you could just
Okay. I just want to say before we even begin, ladies, if you are ever, and this is serious talk, if you are ever in a situation or you know someone who's been in a situation where you might suspect that they're being abused, or you seeing your friend who used to be very bubbly and alive being more withdrawn, being more by herself, not really being as lively as she used to be. Those are all signs that something is wrong in the relationship. And a lot of times women will hide it because, one, they're ashamed. Two, they're fearful of their lives, with right to be. um and three, they think no one's really going to believe them. My suggestion to you all is to tell that person or yourself, I'm going to make a plan. I'm not going to write it down. I'm not going to type it out. It's going to be all up in here. But I'm going to make my plan. I'm going to make my escape plan. Look at the calendar. Mark in your calendar the date you want to escape, the date you want to be free, the date you want things in your life to change. Mark that date and start making that plan, building up to that date. Because if you have a plan of escape, you will then be motivated to put that plan into action. I had a talk with someone today, and they were talking about this subject, and they were on Sugar's channel, and they were talking, and frankly, it didn't set right in my soul how they were talking and how they were responding to what was being depicted on the panel. And there was a young lady who was being very vulnerable and who was talking, I would only imagine, from a place of experience for her. And I felt that the response that was given by this person was really cavalier. And so I called because I can call this person. I feel that, we have that kind of bond where I can call and be like, hey, did you really mean the da 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 da? And although at first, I'm going to be honest, Sugar, I was a little taken aback, um, because the response I got was like, yeah, and I meant that. And I was like, wait, oh, hold up. Hold up, because this is not the person that I recall. I know, this is not that person. And so before I, went all Brooklyn, pa 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 pa, 'cause I'm a straight shooter. I said, let me take a deep breath. Let me approach it differently. So I approached it differently, and I said, okay, well, here's what I heard, right? Here's what I heard. Shannon, me, BrownGirlBella. Did you mean to say this? Did you mean to come off like this? Because that's what I'm hearing. This is what I'm getting back. And my response to that, their response to that was no, that's not what I meant. What I meant was that women should empower other women to get out immediately. And I said, I don't think nobody has ever said, to my knowledge, stay in an abusive relationship. Because nobody would want to do that. Why would anybody want to stay in an abusive relationship? The only reason why you would stay is for those reasons I mentioned previously: fear, finance, and forgiveness. I'm going to use those three F's. Fear for their life, finances because they don't think they have the resources to leave, and forgiveness in the form of they don't think that if they tell their story, they would be received with love. They fear that people will look down on them. People will think that they are less than smart for being in that relationship, where I don't think that's the case. I don't think there's any woman who would stay there if not for the fear, if not for the feeling that, hey, I don't think that I can just leave and that be the end all, And I think it's really cavalier of someone to say, oh, just leave, because there's so much more that goes into it than just leaving. There's, if you have children, if you have an elderly a parent that you're caring for, there's so much that goes into it. And so I said to the person, I said, listen, you don't know their life and you've never been a woman. And it's easy for a man to say, oh yeah, just get out, just do this, just do that. Dream, stop. We're not playing. She wants to play. And so there's so much more that goes into that. And I wanted this person to know that it's not just as simple as making a plan and getting out. You have to be methodical in that plan, and all the while not letting anybody realize that there is such a plan in place. You know what I mean? So you have to move in silence, and you have to be ready to go. And I know a lot of women will think, oh, it's easier said than done. And I'm not at all being cavalier about this. I'm being as real as I can be. Try very, very hard to listen to what I'm saying, because I have been there with someone that I cared a lot about, and she was really going through it, and we never knew. We never knew the signs. We see her day in, day out, and yes, she was, quiet and by herself, but she's a Virgo like me, and sometimes we get like that. We get quiet and we want to, be by ourselves or what have you. And so I get it, but in hindsight, I'm always going to feel like, well, is there something I could have done more? What could I have said? What could I have shown her? What could we have done as a family, as a group, to make sure that she felt loved and protected and safe and secure? Because ultimately she did not survive. And I think about the countless women that don't survive. I think about the women like Cassie that for years stifled herself and said, I can't tell my story. I can't. And when she finally did, look at the backlash. Oh, she's just doing it for a money grab. Oh, she's just doing this. Oh, she's just doing that.
Which she said. Did you forget to say that part?
Yeah, I mean, I'm not gonna kid her. I do feel that there was money involved in this. Like, she was with this man with considerable means,
and said it was 1,000% a lie. You got to watch the first video. But I just want to add, right? And I tell friends all the time, even though you may not notice there is abuse going on, please, hey, baby, if you have a friend that's acting funny, even if it's towards you, even if you have to back away, never, ever cut off the contact, because you might be needed for the exit plan. So always keep it to whereas I can't be around you if this person is narcissistic or whatever, because they're going to throw me in the mix. They're going to turn us apart. But If they answer, always answer that phone. Do not throw things in their face. Do not say, I told you so. Just when they're ready and they know that I not can always call this person, have an exit plan.
Yep.
Because a lot of people, again, everybody's situation is different. How many young girls told their mother? How many young girls told their grandmother? What did they say? Oh, you the hot child. You a fresh child. You wanted it. You know, it's so many things that come up with telling your story. So imagine on a high level thing. When
Mm-hmm.
when people said it's been wiretaps, people got money, they got cameras all around. They
Mm-hmm.
speak to your friends just to see, and regular narcissistic people do this too. They act like they're your friend's friend just to hear the conversation because they want to know if the friend said anything about them so they know to give you the snip snip. Okay, this
Mm-hmm.
person got to go. That person got. So it's not easy. And people give advice where it's unsolicited because nobody wants to really get abused, like you said.
Mm-hmm.
Everybody, the first hit, people want to go. But
Mm-hmm.
again, it's not telling the story is not the hardest thing. And again, the backlash that women get, even from their own parents, when their men they bring in the household abuse their child.
Mm-hmm.
Some of them kick the daughter out,
Mm-hmm.
you know, especially if it's by an uncle or somebody. But what I will, the main thing I express is nobody has the right to tell somebody when to tell the story.
Mm-hmm.
Because
Dream.
most of the time it's so traumatizing, depending on what was done to them. One thing happened, they block it out.
Mm-hmm.
And then when they start hearing stories that come back to them. And the second thing is they've been groomed so long that we have two heads, just like men have two heads, we have two heads,
Mm-hmm.
right? So one is the logic and it thinks, but our other head, all it knows is what it feels. So even though you're being, you could be done violently, but you still have that expert, you still, you know, have the
Mm-hmm.
exclamation mark, and now the body's confused. Like
Mm-hmm.
something is so bad, but still feels so good.
Right.
So that's what makes them feel so dirty. So
Mm-hmm.
if depending on how long you've been abused, then they become to I want that, I miss that, you know, like Stockholm syndrome. Then,
Mm-hmm.
but they still know it's wrong. But
Mm-hmm.
when you're used to getting it all the time at the same time, you get used to them sneaking in the bed in the middle of the night or come to knock at your door. So sometimes that's why people say I've been abused for years and people don't understand it. Because these
Mm-hmm.
them two heads are different.
Mm-hmm.
So you could be screaming for your life, and then still have that exclamation mark. That's confusing to them are two different heads. One
Mm-hmm.
that doesn't have logic, but again, no, even though it might can save other women,
Mm-hmm.
we do know that is true.
Right.
But we still cannot keep it subject on what she should have done. How about
Mm-hmm.
telling these men what to do? Like
Right.
if you nobody tells a groomer not to groom, but you're gonna tell a
Hmm.
victim to tell.
Hmm. Tell it. Tell it, sis.
Now go ahead, back
Tell it.
sister.
No, tell it, sis. Listen, what we're talking about, we started off with Diddy.
Well,
And
this is still part of it. This is
right.
all about that because she was groomed and everything else.
Mm-hmm.
So all this is about what's going on, and Diddy is a bigger part because they groomed them young girls from when they are young,
Mm-hmm.
right? But everybody sits up there and got every reason why the victim should have did this, the victim should have did that. Nobody tell, just like back in the days when they sit up there and go, well, they had no business there. Listen, people, you have to make up your mind.
Exactly.
If a child
And
is
if you're
being
gonna point the finger at the woman, point the finger at the man too.
there, but
These
there's no finger to point at the woman because she got violated. So you need to talk
no,
more
but
about
I'm saying
violation.
I'm saying
Mhm,
in terms of like, why didn't she leave? Why didn't she, why is she staying? You're
mhm,
choosing to
mhm.
be in that thing. Stop victim shaming. Stop pointing a finger at these women, talking about what they need to do. What also needs to happen is that finger needs to be pointed at him. Why are you touching this woman in a manner that she should not be touched?
And
Why are you putting your hands on this woman and beating her to the point where she is bloody and abused and feeling battered? Why are you sexually violating this woman and then bringing your homeboys in the music industry to come and have part in this?
and then
If
people,
that's what you want to do, there are hookers out there that can do that for you. There are hookers who are in the business of pleasing multiple men. You don't have to take this young lady
mhm.
and groom her for this and force her into this life. But let me read this article that I pulled up from the NBC News. So
But while you pull that before I forget, let me just say one thing. Pe-
sure.
People, please make up your mind. When a child is disrespectful, the first thing you say is stay in the child's place.
Mm-hmm.
And then the minute they cross over and you want to touch them and do things to them, now they're not a child anymore. Now they ask for it, or they shouldn't have been there. Like what part? What at what time are you? Either you grown or you're not grown. Because aren't grown people supposed to make the call? Like, no, baby, you
Mm-hmm.
the child. Go on home. Oh no, she was dressed. She snuck in there. She hadn't, but you still know that's a child. But the
Right.
minute they disrespect you, stay in the child's place. Adults have to make up their mind. Either you're an adult
Mm-hmm.
or you're not adult. Or
Right.
don't. That's why these kids don't have no respect for us. Because one minute, only time we're a kid is when we're being disrespectful. But when we're
Mm-hmm.
not being disrespectful, then I can blank her, like even with the Aaron Hall thing. Well, she looked good. But y'all still know these are kids. Make up your mind. They're
Exactly.
kids or they're not kids.
Correct. Correct. So the article by NBC News says a fourth woman has accused Sean Diddy Combs of sexual assault, alleging in the lawsuit that when she was a teen, she was gang raped and sex trafficked trafficked by the music mogul, along with Harvey Pierre, a longtime president of his record label, and an unnamed individual. The woman, identified in the suit only as Jane Doe, alleges that the assault occurred in 2003 when she was 17 and Combs was 34. The lawsuit was filed in federal court in New York under the Victim of Gender Motivated Violence Protection Law, which gives survivors of alleged gender motivated violence, including sexual abuse that occurred in the state until March 1, 2025, to file the civil claims. The suit names Combs, Pierre, Daddy's House Recordings, and Bad Boy Entertainment as defendants. The accuser's attorney is Douglas Wigdor, who represented the singer, model, and actress Cassie in her federal lawsuit against Combs. As alleged in the complaint, defendants preyed on a vulnerable high school teenager as part of a sex trafficking scheme that involved plying her with drugs and alcohol and transporting her by private jet to New York City, where she was gang raped by three individual defendants at Mr. Combs' studio. Wigdor said in a statement, "The depravity of these abhorrent acts has, not surprisingly, scarred our client for life." The lawsuit says that Cassie, whose legal name is Cassandra Ventura, and two other women who filed lawsuits against Combs last month alleging sexual abuse, gave the latest accuser the confidence to tell her story as well. Ventura, a longtime former romantic partner of Combs who was signed to his record label, sued Combs in mid-November in a federal court, alleging that he raped and repeatedly abused her over nearly a decade. The case was settled a day later. The terms of the settlement was not disclosed. Combs' lawyer, Ben Brofman, said the settlement was in no way an admission of wrongdoing. The two other women, Liza Gardner and Joey Dickerson Neal, have also alleged in lawsuits that Combs sexually assaulted them. Combs denied any wrongdoing in a statement Wednesday, starting off with, "Enough is enough." You ready, Sissy?
Enough is enough is enough. I can't go on. I can't go on. Oh, no,
I could not wait to do that with you. Because when you were doing it yesterday, I was singing right along with
no. You say, get out my head.
Get out my head. That's the first thing I thought of when I saw that. I was like, boy, if you don't stop. Okay. This is not a funny thing, but I just had to get that out because man, oh man.
It just goes with it, just went with it.
So he went on to say, for the last couple of weeks, I have sat silently and watched people try to assassinate my character, destroy my reputation and my legacy. Sickening allegations have been made against me by individuals looking for a quick payday. He added, let me be absolutely clear. I did not do any of the awful things being alleged. I will fight for my name, my family, and for the truth. In the most recent suit, Doe alleges that she met Pierre, the longtime president of Bad Boy, the record label Combs, founded in the early 1990s, in 2003 at a lounge in the Detroit area when she was 17 and in the 11th grade. The suit says that Pierre complimented her, then began talking about Combs, whom he described as his best friend, eventually calling Combs to introduce him to Doe. Pierre is no longer employed at Bad Boy. Mr. Combs convinced Miss Doe, who was half his age at the time, to accompany Mr. Pierre and the third assailant on a private jet to come to his studio in New York City, the suit alleges. Before they left for the private jet, the suit alleges that Pierre smoked crack cocaine at the lounge and forced Doe to perform oral sex on him. They then traveled from Detroit to New Jersey with the third defendant, who is identified in the suit as the third assailant, as well as another unnamed person, the suit alleges, where they were driven to Daddy's House recording studio, a studio famously owned and operated by Mr. Combs and Bad Boy. The suit includes 4 images that her attorney says were taken in Combs' studio in New York City on the night of the alleged assaults. In one of the images, she appears to be sitting on Combs' lap. The suit alleges he asked Doe to sit on his lap to take the photo. Her face is blurred in the images. Representatives for Combs declined to comment about the photos. Pierre did not immediately return a request for comment. While at the studio, Combs, Pierre, and the third defendant plied copious amounts of drugs and alcohol, the suit alleges. She became more and more inebriated, eventually to the point that she could not possibly have consented to having sex with anyone, much less someone twice her age, according to the suit, which alleges that Combs, Pierre, and the third defendant took turns raping Doe in a bathroom at the studio. When the alleged assault concluded, she was left in the bathroom alone, the suit alleges. Doe fell into the fetal position and laid on the floor, it states. The suit states that she eventually regained her bearings but could barely stand up and had to be helped to walk out of the building and into a car. She was taken to an airport and flown back to Michigan. The suit states, adding that she has very limited recollection of her transport home and only remembers being in her car sometime early in the morning. Her underwear was missing, according to the suit. As Result of being raped by Mr. Combs, Mr. Pierre, and the third assailant, Miss Doe suffered significant emotional distress and feelings of shame that have plagued her life and personal relationships for 20 years, the suit states. In addition to the suits from the four women, Combs companies have also been named in a lawsuit filed last month in New York Supreme Court that accuses Pierre of sexually harassing and assaulting an assistant. Combs has denied the allegations. Pierre did not respond to a request for comment. Sissy.
I believe that and it's not just Diddy in this situation. A lot of these things, a lot of these things we have not heard already, right? It's a shame that it takes a lawsuit for now. Like everybody had a blind eye. We bragged, oh, he like men. We don't care what he likes. He can do whatever he want to do. But this is what's going on in that business. And a lot of women, hopefully, like I always start off with women, stop listening to these men when they tell you your education don't count. It may not count to them. They may not care about it, but you worked for it. It counts to you and you care about it. Stop flying to want to be in these videos. Make your own video. It's so many opportunities that women have because we put them in the power. They may get the power, but a lot of things, this is how they're treating us. Abuse after abuse after abuse after abuse. Because nobody, like, where was this uproar when it was she can't speak upon it no more. But when it was Kim, that was Kim too. That was Misa also. And she got 3 kids from this man.
Kim,
right. And all of these people said the same exact thing. So then they wait until she's not here no more. Now let's open up the case. And now I even showed one today where Cassie was her. Right. And then all of these other women. And it's a shame that they didn't do all this by himself. And
when you're a man of means and you're a man of power, quote unquote, you can get away with a lot as long as you keep producing those hits.
Exactly.
Bringing in that money, as long as you keep, the ball rolling, as they say. They won't bat an eye. And
they're still not.
Yeah, they're still not. But here's the thing, though. The minute they're going to get dragged into it, then what they're going to do is they're going to cut bait with Diddy, and they're either going to flip on him or they're going to completely just distance themselves away in hopes that they don't get called into these lawsuits.
See, this is why I say I think total the opposite, because being that he didn't do it by himself, they can't cut him all the way off. Because then he hasn't spoken yet.
I don't think he's going to say anything. I don't think he's going to speak. I don't think he's going to name names.
If remember, even if he doesn't, she put their names in them suits, right? So people putting the names in the suit, now he has to explain them. Right? It's a lot of powerful people, hopefully, and praying he's not going to say nothing. But I don't believe he's going to he might not take out the people above him, but I think people that's lower than him, that's what I mean by that.
Okay, I can see where you're going with that, because the whole shooting thing, like, he was down with that shooting in New York where he had J-Lo try to hold the gun, and J-Lo was like, oh no, I'm not doing that. You're not tarnishing my brand. I'm getting away from you right after this. Like, take me home. I'm done.
Right. So there's a lot of people under him, even, and it's a lot of artists. Remember, we ain't talking about people ahead of him, but a lot of artists, some gonna be quiet, some
Oh,
gonna be very quiet.
yeah. Some are very
And
quiet
and
now.
they can't distance themselves. Again, he didn't do it by himself. So
Mm-hmm.
he gonna, you see, my man Bensworth is like, listen now, let me stay where I'm at. Ben's, whatever his name
Exactly.
is.
I got my payday.
I don't know my umbrella. I did no, because again, he's another name. See, that's named by a lot of the smaller people, especially the ones got upcoming. And then Diddy's smart because, and they're saying how people supposed to. Diddy made sure he started the love company
Mm-hmm.
before all this took place,
Mm-hmm.
right? So some people was under contract.
Mm-hmm.
They suing Bad Boys and everything else, but remember, right before this went down, he just did a new record label.
Mm-hmm.
He stepped down from everything but that.
Right. But I think he doesn't need to, because what I personally think, that company's in his daughter's name.
And
I don't think that company's in his name. I think that company is maybe in a trust or something
either
that's
or, they
protected.
still know who the boss is and they're still under contract.
Hmm.
They just can't walk away. He made sure people signed on on that.
Welcome everyone that's in here. Thank you so much for coming.
And oh my, and then I mean, pork, and people like, what she take? Why did she take so long to come? I'm like, number one, she was an addict. Don't forget, he made her an addict.
Mm-hmm.
She had to get herself clean.
Yep.
And people didn't see the steps that it was. It's not like it happened many, many moons ago. It happened years ago. It wasn't that
Right.
long. So getting off of all them drugs is not easy.
It's not, especially when you've been addicted for decades.
Mm-hmm.
It's
And
very hard.
right. And then after that, she had to get therapy because you got to get your mind right too to take on somebody like Diddy. Oh, you know,
Exactly.
to
That's
take
not
on
a
somebody, and nobody's thought about. It's not like she just, well, I'm chilling at home. I'm not affected. Well, let me go get some money. No. And then he's supposed to have gave her that money because he had no business. That man still owned her. She owed that man 10 albums to
mm-hmm.
make sure that, now we don't even know if they had
Yeah.
conversations where she was like, yo, let me out. I want to do a song. Let me out of the contract. What if he kept saying no, no, no? So she's like, all right, you're going to let me out these contracts or you're going to compensate me for all the money that I have lost, because anything that she does, the money go to him. You know how these 360 deals are.
Mm-hmm.
And at that age, he wasn't giving her not a 360 deal.
Right. She was
So he,
young and
right.
dumb.
So
Why not?
he knew for a fact. I'm not saying she doesn't have the talent, but she knew that she was not going to produce 10 bangers, 10 album bangers. So it's not like it's one song, an album. It's a lot of different songs. It's
Yeah.
like 10 to 12 songs on an
Mm-hmm.
album.
Mm-hmm.
So she was, I mean, even if you're really good, unless you got a heavy machine behind you, and even so, not all Beyonce songs go number one.
No.
So sometimes so he knew that she didn't
Mm-hmm.
have them bank, but she,
Mm-hmm.
okay, 10 albums. Like she not LL Cool J, you can't pull that off. They did that. LL
See,
was
no
able to
one.
pull that off, right? Only person who could pull that off was LL. She not LL.
Mm-mm.
So it's so many
Or
different things.
Mary.
Mary got
I'm
signed for
so
10 year,
you
10
know,
year
I'm very
number.
surprised that she's been quiet, especially given her history. I am looking at her sideways?
Because a lot of people, again, Puffy's not the only one, right? He's not the only one. And
Oh no, not by a long.
regardless if we like it or not, he still has power.
Mm-hmm.
His mama taught him how to do this thing. Remember, his mama, his father was with Frank Lucas.
Frank Lucas.
Right? Frank Lucas.
Mm-hmm.
His mama already knew the game.
Mm-hmm.
So money's put some everywhere. If he still wanted to get somebody touched, he still can make them phone calls.
Mm-hmm.
So some people is being quiet because of that. Also, he still got money. Like, he may not have all that much money, but he still got enough to make a phone call.
Oh yeah. Oh, of that I am sure.
He still got enough to make a phone call. But back to Cassie, before people speak, it was stated that, number one, he still owns her, so she cannot make money. Now she have children. And number two, she had to go to drug rehabilitation. And then number three, she also had to see a therapist because she was having nightmares. It was really bad for her. So she had to get things together to even face Puffy. People think that if you can't face your uncle who done did, you can't even go to the family cookout. Imagine somebody with all of that power, and you have no choice because he owns you.
Right.
So none of that was brought up. So all that that's the equivalent of going to see somebody in a gang. Just get out the gang. Get out the gang so nobody else will ever join the gang again, and you'll help people along the way. That's not how it go. You got to get jumped in and jumped out, and people forget they got envelopes of all your family members, where they live. They got all their ID and everything. So the minute you don't want to do something, they send you a message. They even do that in regular old gangs. They may not have the extensive information with somebody with power, but that's just like, well, if you could tell a woman to walk away, it should be no more gangs. You go to that gang, say, listen, no more. If you leave right now, you may not have to pow nobody. You ain't got to steal from nobody. They don't want it. A lot of them don't want to do that neither, but they put themselves in there, and they have, just like women, they have to find their way out. They just can't just walk away and leave once you're in it. And the things that they do by setting them, if I go down, you go down. So, that's how life is. You get into, it's easy to get into, but hard to get out of.
Yeah.
But go tell a gang member the same thing. Go, I'll wait.
Yeah. Yeah. I mean, here's the thing about this entertainment world. It's very close knit. It's very much a tight woven family. And the thing about tight woven families is, when need be, they will circle the wagons and they will clam up, they will lock up together. And I think seeing the people who are in Diddy's inner circle not saying anything, again, I talked about Mary, but even Faith, even Mace,
Mace. Oh, yeah.
He went all the way left to religion to get away from the entertainment industry. So you see me, right?
But again, how much can they speak when they saw things and they was involved in things? The minute some of them open their mouth, they incriminate themselves in a lot of stuff.
Exactly. And you can't say you weren't a part of it because you were all in it. You were all in it. You were shoulder to shoulder. You know, y'all was doing the Diddy bop. Y'all was doing, you know, all of this stuff. Come on. Come on now. What you say, Sharon? Mase hella mad.
But my man, when he spoke upon that thing, what was it? And he was like, he even said, all the money, his mama got all the money. He says, mama got all the, he said, that person unalive, that person unalive, that person unalive. He was very upset, you know, and again with this music world, man, Puffy got people over him. Puffy's only doing what was done to him. But Puffy, whatever they doing in this business, I don't know if it's true or not true, but you know, they evoke certain spirits, right? Some of them make you more of a, if you're a monster, it makes you more of a monster. Right. So at that point, I believe whatever he revoked, it's already in him. But now it's to like it's like on steroids. So at that point, even when he did that, but I get what I want. Like he became that King Kong ain't got nothing on me. Ah!
Oh my God.
Did you see?
All right. So Siobhan wanted me to talk about Mase going in on Diddy. So let's take it.
Oh, that's what I would say. Oh man, yeah, show that. That's what I just was talking about.
Okay. Hang on. All right. So, following the release of his Diddy diss track, Mase is continuing to blast his former label boss on social media. On Friday, March 18th, well, this is old. But he says, when I see the hurt and pain of other people on Bad Boy, that motivates me to say something. Mase told nearly 1,000 people to watch the feed. So I don't want to be deemed as a person who just made a bunch of money and turned a blind eye. I'm not going to be like the rest of the people around Puff that don't tell him he's wrong. I'm not going to be the yes man around him that see him ruining people's lives and never tell him he's wrong. Many people on here will tell me I'm wrong, but I won't say anything to him. They'll judge my beliefs, they'll judge my Christianity, and they'll say nothing to Puff. They'll say nothing about it's a concert for Biggie and Biggie's own daughter couldn't get in.
I said that too.
They don't say nothing about that, but all of his friends got 50 and 60 tickets. We're done with your games.
No, she wants you to play how emotional he was when he was talking.
All right, let me see.
I think it was strolled up. I think it was in the beginning.
Why is it not playing? Hang on. Hang on a second. Oh, please. There we go.
Puff that don't tell him he's wrong. I'm not going to be like the yes men around him that see him ruining people's lives and never tell him he's wrong. More people on here will tell me I'm wrong, but won't say anything to him. They'll judge my beliefs, they'll judge my Christianity, and they'll say nothing to Puff. They'll say nothing about it's a concert for Biggie and Biggie's own daughter couldn't get in. They'll say nothing about that. But all of his friends got 50 and 60 tickets. We're done with your games.
No, not that one.
The hurt and the pains of other people
not that one.
On Bad Boy, that motivates me to say something.
He was speaking. He's speaking outside.
Who just made a bunch of money and turned a blind eye. I'm not going to.
Hang on a second. Let me find that
The
one.
emotion that man had. Ooh, that's when they talk about. He's
All
speaking
right.
outside.
Hang on. Let me find it.
Oh, please.
Oh, please.
I just love that.
All right. Let's see. How long ago was it? Because I don't see.
Probably putting Biggie speaking upon Mace. Like I say, he's outside when he's talking. Yeah, you can hear the hurt in his voice. Yes, Auntie.
Hang on.
Oh, please.
Because I'm on. Oh, okay. Here it is. Maybe it's this one. No, this is not outside. If you have it,
let me see. Let me see what you have.
Let me see. Because what I'm pulling up, he's not outside.
Let me see.
Hang on. Okay. Guys, please like and share this video. Like and share. 9 babes in the building. Let's go. All right. I found this one.
Yeah, I believe that's it. I believe that's it. He gotta rewind it. Yeah, he's outside.
Okay.
He's outside, sis.
Okay. With you, boy. I'm in King. Let's go. Yo, how dare this nigga told me he want receipts? Let's start with your mother, nigga. Your mother got the receipts, nigga. Everything is in your mother's name. That's the one who got the receipts, nigga. You need more proof, nigga? Biggie ain't here, so Big can't give you no receipts. He dead. Craig Mack can't give you receipts. He dead. What are you talking about? Who else? Black Rob can't give you receipts. He dead. And everybody else you made sign paperwork so they can't talk about what I'm talking about. I'm the only one with the guts. You're not signing it, nigga. Because I ain't need the money. All money ain't good money. Remember that. Remember that. Remember that, nigga. You know who to play with, nigga.
And as I tell you guys, leave them Virgos alone. I can't tell you. I can't tell y'all enough. If you could not pick up your energy there, baby, y'all cool, calm, and collective.
If you don't get out my head.
But baby,
I was just getting ready to say, you know that man a Virgo, because I felt that.
She said like, that part. Everyone, he is
baby. When I be in my trick bag about to pop off.
Ooh.
You feel my radiant energy.
And then you see how he came back again.
Sometimes I just shake.
Even when he was on the radio show. He went after somebody. I don't know who it is, but everybody got that day. My man came in with the ski mask, right? You can't show that because that's the Breakfast Club. No, that's Andrew Martinez. My man came in with the ski mask. He had the ski mask on.
Listen, my bestie tell you I come in with my baseball bat.
It's like it take a while to get there, but
Shannon
leave them alone
and beat you to the white meat.
It take a while to get there, but baby, when that smoke you don't want.
Listen, because we come with receipts that's like miles long.
Nah, at that point, y'all ripping up the receipts. Y'all going for, like you said, the baseball bat. At that point, forget the receipts. You get to the white, you going to the white meat. He said such and such. I mean, the way he said, if you didn't feel with that, girl, you should play that again, girl. Because even afterwards, like, and I got like I got more to
He's
stop playing with me.
I said, I feel you, Mace.
Like, stop playing with me. Talking about, because, okay, let me backtrack it. Diddy was on a radio station, talking all that crap, talking about he got receipts on Mace or whatever. Right.
No, they lie like they breathe.
So basically, he was answering the bull crap that D was talking. I said, just do a little bit. He didn't say that out of nowhere. Again, Diddy started that. Diddy did it. Right. Diddy did it. That's gonna be the new thing. Diddy did it. So that's what he was doing. Don't forget to thumbs it up.
That's right.
Oh, she said drop the stream. She coming up. Feminine Melanin University.
Who's that coming up? Then it became hella mad. Why everybody hella mad after working with him? Because he robs them. He signs them into these trick deals because they want the fast money. They want the life, and he will give you that. A Scorpio will give you whatever you want in this hand. Because in this hand, they in your pocket.
The thing is, they didn't. None of them did what J-Lo did. Let me explain myself.
Well, that's a Leo. You can't fool with no Leo.
It's not the fact of fooling with the Leo. The fact was, like you said, they would give it to you. They didn't want to put in the work. So they thought being with Diddy, everything was going to be handed to them. Unlike J-Lo learned from him. So she learned his tricks, how he worked, his business. Because if you notice, when they did break up, her perfume line came out, her clothes line came out. So none of them did that. None of them took what they learned. None of them didn't sit back and learn. They sat back and thought, oh, this is the life. And that's, instead of being smart about it and learning, let me get contacts. Let me network. He knows who's the who. Let me shake these people's hands. Let me find out who hand I should shake. Let me, they didn't do that. They just sat around for the party. I'm not talking about them parties.
Yeah, while this hand is out, he's gonna give you this one. He's gonna give you this one. But watch that left hand. What's that left hand doing?
But even if he grabbed their money, they didn't learn from the experiment. That's just like Diddy, for instance. Why he gonna give you something? If I started out handing out coffee, and he literally started from the bottom. You think he gonna let you come in on top? You better put in some work ethic. You better have some work. So when you do leave, just like Dr. Dre started back from zero, right? Okay, I started back from zero, but my experience is not different. I know the business. Like they should have, like a lot of things they did not do. That's the one thing J-Lo did.
Right.
She learned from him.
Yeah, but J-Lo went in with a plan. Remember how we were talking
about
like a plan? J-Lo went in with a plan. I gotta get these ghetto people, these the urban streets, the people who be bopping and buying music. I gotta get them loving my music. I gotta bring them to me, endear them to me. And the only way I'm gonna be able to do that is if I attach myself to somebody who's already killing it in the
Like
game.
like Versace, you know, like thank you, Diddy. That have Versace, you know, she
Welcome to the
made.
Queendom, Jada LaRue.
Hey, J. LaRue,
Hey, how are y'all doing?
get him, girl.
Listen,
But
y'all ain't gonna be playing with me while I'm listening to this from my TV.
On
Mace
the
can go
TV.
and have several seats. That man has had almost 30 years to step up and say something. I ain't gonna say 30 years, almost 30 years. He's had 2 decades, okay? To step
Mm-hmm.
up and say something, even when he was a man of the cloth. He could have saved some people. I don't
Mm-hmm.
want to hear him trying to talk like he a hardcore thug all of a sudden. Sir, go sit down. Go sit down.
remember,
You
he's
getting up here,
just
you ain't saying
answering.
you wasn't saying stuff from the beginning. No, you go and sit down. Don't nobody need you to lead the mission. We already got somebody doing it. Cassie done opened up the doors. 50 about to make a documentary, hopefully. And
Hopefully not. But remember,
yeah,
this was
hopefully.
all done before Cassie. Even when he's all that was done before Cassie. This
What
is
you talking
these
about?
are when he made them statements. These are the questions people asked him. He just was answering this. But this was before the Cassie incident, before the lawsuit.
Who you talking about though? You talking about Mace
Mace,
or But
Mace.
again, we don't need him making statements. He came out after the Asian, what was she like, half Asian, half Mexican or something like that on Tasha K
Mm-hmm.
show. Yeah, those videos came out after. So he can
Mm-hmm.
go and have about several seats.
But
Go
I
get
mean,
back on the
all of
cross
them
and
should
pray
then,
about it,
right?
brother. You say who?
I mean, all of them should then, because all of them witnessed it.
It depends.
All of
If
them
you
was
were a
there.
victim, then I understand. If you were a victim, if you were scared to come out, all of that. And I mean, like, if you was a rapper that was really scared to come out, but Mace act like he been talking, been about, being on his head. No, you ain't, because you went and did a whole reunion concert with him. I'm not trying to hear you, sir.
Mm-hmm.
All
No,
y'all that went
I
back and
saw
did a
No,
concert,
but
Siobhan
no.
Mel, but
tonight.
he still
Um,
owed him. He still owed him another album. Again,
all
Puffy.
of them
I mean,
old puppies.
right?
So I'm
Listen,
say all of them over the album, but he didn't have to go on tour. If
tired
that
of
was the case, he would have
50.
went on the other
What?
tours then, right?
Baby, Sharon, you said I'm tired of 50. What? Yeah, baby, you. I, that's gonna be on the membership show. But yeah, I'm tired of 52 because
I'm tired of all of the ones that sitting up there talking about
I
Puffy like they ain't
Listen,
smacking down they woman too. Because some of them that been talking,
exactly.
I'm like, the audacity. Are you really
because
talking when we know
50 better
you
be
still?
quiet before his baby mama do a tell or a book. Remember,
Mm,
Remember, she knows Curtis.
Y'all got to
that
remember
part.
this. Don't
Mm-hmm.
nobody seem to care about the ones that get beat up. Just only the
Yeah.
ones with the salacious sex stories. Do
Mm-hmm.
y'all realize that? These
Yeah.
chicks be coming out talking about what happened to them, and
Yeah.
people be questioning them all day. They
Yeah.
don't really
And
care
and
to
that's what we said in
salacious
the
sex.
beginning, Jada. We were like, when women finally get the courage to come out and speak their truth, the first thing is, oh, she's just doing that for a money grab. She saw what happened with Cassie and
Hmm.
decided to jump on the bandwagon. But it takes a lot for a woman who has been abused, who has been raped, as some of these women are alleging.
Right.
Some women never want to say that, never want to even utter those words because they are fearful of the repercussions that will happen. What I said
Yeah, and
before,
look, I ain't mad at
finance,
the chicks who want to
fear,
get their bag.
and
Let them get their bag. They
give
went
them
all them years without being able to be given something, and they probably won't be able to put him in prison. So yeah, go ahead and get your bag if you feel like that might do a little extra for your life, that it might change something, that you might go and get some mental help for your, survival, whatever the case. Whatever the case may
Mhm,
be that you want the money for. Child,
mhm,
I don't hear nobody say stuff like that when you got these other folks out here feeling like they deserve something for the way that they were treated. But for some reason, when it comes to us, it's like, oh, here come another one. She want a money grab. No, she feel like, oh, okay, well, maybe, things can be given back to me in some sort of way. I don't care what their reason is. If something happened to you, you got the right. That's what the courts are for. If you didn't have the right, the court wouldn't set it up that way. Okay. So every single one of y'all, feel free to get a bag. Do we really care if this type of man has the type of money that he got anyway, unless he gonna give it to his victims? Who would really want him to have money? Money is the reason why he was able to do the things that he was able to do. So yeah,
Well,
go
like
ahead
I
and leave
said in the
somebody.
beginning, when you're in power and you are keeping that machine going and you're keeping those hits coming and everybody's getting rich off of you and everybody's eating up on top and underneath, then they're going to insulate you because they want that machine to keep producing. But when the
Right.
machine stops producing for me, then I'm not really inclined to help you out in the situation. So we just gonna let you twist in the wind. We're gonna listen and look because we gonna come out swinging if you name names and try to pull me in on this. But we're just gonna let you twist and do what you gotta do. Because nobody came out in support of Russell, not even his ex-wife who he married.
Man,
He got involved with at 15 when she was 15 and modeling.
wasn't saying much or nothing to,
Yeah,
you know.
quiet.
And
Nobody stood
again,
up.
I
Not
do
even his
understand,
brother.
some
Not even his
people
brother
should
stood
be
up
able to
and said
talk when they're
anything.
ready, but I'm still just like the audacity of some people.
No, I'm talking about like Russell Simmons' family. Like, where's Reverend Ron? Why didn't he say anything about his brother and these allegations? Like, why didn't he stand?
Well, Rev Ron said that his brother was shady years ago and that he got issues.
No, but they all had a
We just
different
didn't
life.
know what type of
But
issues, I guess.
but
Listen,
when I
here's
was
the thing.
referring to 50 baby mama, and I'm not talking about abuse. I mean, she knows Curtis. He was there. I'm talking about a lot of stuff 50 baby forgot that he have done. Because every last one of these people were bankrolled by the people who sell drugs. Every last one was bankrolled.
Right.
So 50 is one person. Curtis is another person. Curtis done pop people too. Baby mama knows these things that can imagine a lot of them cases are not closed.
Right.
Now, he better go make friends with her before, you know how that old saying, because all of them do the same thing. All of them got on the same way. But when you dig in the grave for somebody else, you better dig one for yourself too.
There you go. There you go. While we were talking about Russell, I just wanted to pull up his little interview. So let's pull. We
Are you talking
roasting
about
these
the one
nuts
where
today.
he supposedly went on vacation and decided to move out there in the place he came extradited from?
Hang on,
Child,
hang on. Let's roast these
that
nuts,
man ain't left.
ladies.
Did y'all make sure y'all hit that like button?
Stepping away from his business.
I'm sorry, what'd you say?
I was saying, did they remember to, did they make sure to hit that like button?
I don't know. Did you make sure to hit that like button, peoples?
Okay.
All
Like,
right.
share if you care, subscribe
There
if you
you
like
go.
the vibe. Bring everybody
All
over and let them
things.
go ahead and get Bella 5.
Yes, come on, Jada, with the bars.
Okay.
Come on,
Bars,
with the
baby.
bars. All
Thank
right,
you.
let's play this nut.
Russell Simmons, now the latest big name, left to defend himself.
9 women accused Simmons of a wide range of misconduct, from vulgar language to assault to 4 instances of rape.
What did he do?
He raped me right up against the wall. Excuse my language.
I believe her.
That's what he did. I had to keep this secret.
He showed up naked wearing a condom and tackled me to his bed while I screamed and fought. and said no. And
Yeah,
cried.
believed her.
That's right.
If the allegations are not true, why would all these women accuse you?
I heard someone else say this, that I was quite frivolous. Look, there's a song by Houdini. I'm a hoe, I'm a hoe.
See, he didn't leave Indonesia.
3 girls after every show. Culturally, we thought that was the right way. And the number of sexual partners and compromising positions I put myself in is beyond anybody's imagination.
You said you had more foursomes than most men have partners.
Yeah, and that wasn't really, I think it was cultural and silly and egotistic and sad and from an insecurity that feeds it, and a lot of reasons why we were that way. If you slept with as many people,
No, why you were that way?
thousands, and we're talking about 6 people.
There were like 20, right? I mean,
I spoke poorly. Oh, you mean that's not? No, yeah. I spoke poorly to 15 of them. I mean, 12 of them. I spoke poorly all the time. I'm a Def Comedy Jam guy. I was crude. So how many compromising situations was I in? And if you call that person and say, can you help me help these other women, then you can get them to tell a story and reimagine a story. And I'm not here to say what they were thinking, but I can simply tell you that I was in so many compromising situations that people can have a recollection from 30 or 40 years ago. And it can be different from my recollection. And it could be one where there was perhaps collaboration.
Oh, excuse my French.
We had more foursomes than most guys had once. Could someone leave and feel hurt? Could someone leave and feel they wish they hadn't?
These weren't
Could
foursomes.
someone reimagine a story out of thousands of people? Could someone want notoriety in a market where people thirst for fame, even infamy?
Could you have forced yourself
Could
upon
someone
people
who just came out of jail
that didn't want you when you know everybody else
you
was trying to be up on you? That's
because
the
they had an
question.
experience and they can reimagine it just a little bit different. And could you be vulnerable enough to accept it? I took 9 lie detector tests. People don't know that. 9 separate. 7 from the chairman of the Polygraph Association. 1 for each of the serious accusations. 1 for when someone said, for instance, I was violent. One person said that. I've never been violent. Took that. 1 for I apologized. I never apologized about assaulting anyone. But if 2 people say it, because one said it and me too, and the second person said it, then I took a test for it. 3 hours per test by 2 polygraph examiners. 1 that I've never done this to anyone and 1 I've never done to each individual. Some people say that they're not accurate, but if they're 94% accurate, I did 9 of them. It's pretty clear that I don't believe it. I even asked.
Okay, let me stop it here because I want you guys to understand something about a polygraph. So it is possible to be a polygraph if you are resound in your recollection
and you
and
believe in your lie.
Right, you say, oh no, I never had a dog named Dream. I absolutely never had a dog named Dream. I never had a dog. Ever. I've never had a dog. And if you believe it that much, then the polygraph is going to say that person is being truthful because that's what they inherently believe. And if they believe it, then they're going to be able to pass it. You see what I'm saying? It's only when you're actively trying to change the results. If you're actively trying to make sure that you pass the polygraph, then you're going to make mistakes. Then you're going to seem edgy and nervous and come across untruthful.
And let's not forget, sis. Wait, the sound went down. But let's not forget, he also practiced meditation,
right,
yoga, so he knows how to calm. Remember, all of this is alleged, right? We don't know nothing. This is alleged.
Polygraphs can't even be used. But on top of that, He says he took 9.
Mm-hmm.
Nobody has came out that he has tested with to say, yes, he has taken the test. Maybe
Right.
we can't share the results, but yes, he's taken the test. He's the only one saying he's taken a test. You would think this is Russell Simmons, somebody, nurse's office. Why I say nurse's office? The clerical office.
But
Any of
where's
those.
the receipts? You passed
That's what I'm
9.
saying.
You passed 9 tests. Why don't you show us these 9 tests that you took? See, look,
Right.
I took 9 exams and they all came out in the 98 percentile or whatever. He's 94 percentile, saying I'm being
Yep.
truthful. Here it is,
He
right
ain't
here.
never showed nothing. He just constantly repeats that on every interview.
And it's
I've
and it's
taken 9
easy
tests
to
and I've
stay to
passed
sit
them.
there. Yeah, it's easy to sit there and pontificate. It's easy to say, "Oh yes, was I crude? Yes, I was crude, but that's just the way I am." I'm sorry, what?
And
Oh no, he blamed it on being Def Comedy Jam, child.
Yeah,
and then
I
and
really
then you have to remember a lot of men in power. Yes, you telling yourself when you say, "Oh, I've done so much." Them are
Mhm.
all the people who says yes. They don't like the word no. So he sort of kind of said, well, maybe you felt, yeah, some of them probably did say no. And them the ones, because they told you the word no, a lot of powerful men, they tend to don't like the word no. Yes, you're going to give it to me. And a lot of them rip their stuff off, not talking
Yeah.
about anybody in particular, but could be in any one of them. But a lot of people think, oh, they look so good, they will never do that. Every girl don't have to say yes. Every girl do not think you look good. Every woman do not care about your power, but
Mhm.
they think every woman should. And a
Mhm.
lot of men, they don't like when you deny them, turn them down, no thank you, and then
Yeah.
they get forceful on you.
Right. Because who are you
And he
to
think they
deny me?
rich.
I'm rich. I'm powerful. I can have any woman I want. And right now, I want you. So drop to your knees. You should be grateful. You should be
But here's the
grateful.
thing though, Bella and Sugar Love, these aren't just like, it's the rich people. No, look, this is rich, broke, in the middle, cute,
Mhm.
fine, ugly, tall, short, big ping, little ping. This is any man
Mhm.
that feels you are at his
Yeah. Because who are
feels
you?
you are
You're
at
only a
his mercy.
female. You're
And
nothing.
whether he feels he's owed it.
Mhm.
This is the audacity of people not to know, male and female, that this is something that is highly predatory in this world.
Mhm.
People who know folks that have been raped, dang it, that have had that done to them, and
Mhm.
the all sorts of essays, right?
Right.
And then to sit up there, especially now during this fake gender war, to say women are lying.
Mm.
Oh, it's because he got a bag. Oh, it's because he cute. She probably wanted him anyway. You know what I'm
Mhm.
saying? Just it's retarded because he rejected him.
Yeah.
As if we
Yeah.
don't know what's up.
Right.
What she
Right.
wearing should not matter. If you that type of dude, you that type of dude. It don't matter what she was wearing. It don't matter what
Mhm.
she said. You know what I'm saying? If you
Mhm.
one of them type of dudes, you one of them type of dudes.
Exactly.
And the reason why some of these guys, truth be told, don't want these women coming out, being able to say stuff and all of that, is because some of y'all predatory Negroes that smile in our
Hmm.
face are just like them.
Yep.
You've done it before too. So how dare some
Mhm.
of these women come back up? How dare some of these women decide to quote unquote ruin a guy's life for a mistake? The things that I've heard people say is baffling.
Yeah. Yeah. And then they wonder why women don't report half of the rape cases that are out there in the United States. and
Mm-hmm.
elsewhere, because this
And why
doesn't
it's
just happen
taking
in the
so
United
long
States.
for
It
them to
happens
say
all across
something.
the world.
Right. Like
And
people crack
women,
me up when they be like, if he did, that was 20, 30 years ago, 2, 3 decades ago. So you mean to
does
tell
that
me he
make
did
it
it
never less?
once, but you don't
Yeah,
think he ever did it again in 30 years,
right.
20 years? People don't just do it once and completely stop within 30 years. Somebody, I don't care if it was 10 years back.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Once they
Yeah.
get away with it, they can still be broke or have money. Once they get away with it, they plan forward on whoever they feel like.
Right. Right. Sugar, you got anything to add? She might be offline for a
I think she
second.
might have went to do something real quick.
Okay, let's move on to the next thing. We can always come back if she wants to talk about it. All right, so let's talk about Jonathan Majors. They just started doing the opening testimony
Mm-hmm.
on his 911 call that his ex-girlfriend made on him. So let's go through that case. Bring that up.
Okay. Yeah, I am still a bit disheartened about what's going on with Jonathan Majors. Only
Mhm.
because I've had several days, weeks. What did we film on one project? I think 2.5, 3 months on one project. And
Mhm.
then I worked with him on another one. You couldn't have told me that he was abusive. I
Mm.
wouldn't even thought even verbally abusive.
Wow.
So when this came out, I was like, what?
Yeah. This threw me for a loop too. So, Jonathan Majors' accuser testifies about what happened ahead of the actor's 911 call and arrest. On the stand, Grace Jabari says she was worried about the actor and could not aware he would be charged in this incident. The actor faces 4 charges of misdemeanor assault, aggravated harassment, and harassment. Jonathan Majors' ex-partner, Grace Jabari, continued her testimony Wednesday with her account of injuries she said were caused by Majors during an altercation in March and answers as to why she was not immediately forthcoming to police. Majors faces 4 charges, as I said, of misdemeanor assault, aggravated harassment, and harassment after police responded to a 911 call on March 25th, and Jabari claims the injuries came from Majors. The Marvel actor has pleaded not guilty to all charges. It remains unclear whether Majors will testify in the trial, which is expected to last 2 weeks. He spent most of Jabari's testimony seated with his defense attorneys, looking downwards, with his current girlfriend, Megan Good, and family members sitting behind him. In her testimony Tuesday, Jabari said the March 25th incident began after midnight when Majors and Jabari were in a private car home, and she observed a text message on Majors' phone. The alleged text was shown in court Wednesday reading, "Oh, how I wish to be kissing you," and sent in response to Majors sending the song Lady by D'Angelo. Jabari said she tried to grab the phone from Majors, who then pried her fingers from the phone, grabbed her arm and right hand, twisted her forearm, and then struck her right ear to get the phone away from her. She testified that Majors ordered the car to stop, and when she tried to leave the car, that Majors picked her up and threw her back inside. On Wednesday, Jabari picked up the narrative after she had gone to a club with 3 individuals who she said were trying to help her and comfort her after they witnessed the incident. She returned to the apartment she shared with Majors in the early morning and exchanged texts with him as he ended the relationship. She said she was unable to sleep due to the pain from her injuries, took 2 sleeping pills, and then later became ill in the bathroom where she remained for hours. She awoke to police standing around her, which she said she later learned was due to Majors returning home, finding her, and calling 911 with the assumption that she tried to self-harm that night, which she denies. She was reluctant to tell them details about how she received her injuries, she said, because she did not want to get the actor in trouble, and she also knew it would make him angry. I alluded to it in the safest way I felt possible, Jabari said. I could hear Jonathan in the next room. She added that she was worried about Majors and was not aware he would be charged in the incident. She later asked prosecutors to drop a strangulation charge she said was erroneous. I always felt guilty for the fact that he was there in a way, Jabari said. I just wanted to reassure him that I didn't tell them to arrest him. Throughout her testimony, she was frequently asked by prosecutors whether she felt in pain, her range of mobility, and the level of her pain, which ranged from being unable to feel it during the night while in a heightened emotional state to intense pain as the hours passed, she said. She was also repeatedly asked by prosecutors about her level of intoxication. The highest level was tipsy, she said, after having drinks across several hours from the night of March 24th into March 25th. Chaudhry brought up Jabari's level of intoxication in cross-examination and pushed back on Jabari's state when found by police, saying she was not able to tell them her name or what happened, as well as texts with her friends in which she said she was scrappy with Majors. Chaudhry also addressed the altercation in the car and asked whether Jabari had made noise while alleging she was in excruciating pain from the injuries, as well as specifics about Jabari grabbing the jacket. Asked during direct examination by the prosecutor how this trial and the alleged incident have impacted her life, Jabari replied extremely negatively. It has been a lot of unwanted attention over a really difficult period of my life, one I would like to keep quite private, Jabari said. All right. So again, harking back to what I said in the beginning, women don't want to talk. You know, we're inherently designed, oh, protect your man, protect your relationship. Don't be telling people your business, da 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 da. And so when we get into these altercations, again, it's that fear factor, that fear. I don't want to be judged. I don't want people to say it's my fault. I don't want to look bad. I don't want him to look bad. I just want this whole thing to go away. This is what we ladies have to get out of that mindset, because doing that only protects your accuser, your alleged accuser. It does not help you. It doesn't help your case. And the more we speak out about these things, the more we shed light to these things, the more we can hopefully eradicate this issue. Oh, what happened to Gina? Okay, she's coming back. Sugar, you still there, or you're still muted? I think she's still muted. All right,
Sorry
Jada's
about that.
back on.
It seemed like you were lagging, so I was like, "Oh, it might be me." So
Ah,
I refreshed the screen.
oh, okay, no problem. So yes,
Um,
I was just saying that, the more we protect these men, the more we give them license to do this to women. And we've got to speak out. We've got to speak up often and always, because that's the only way we're going to eradicate this and call these men to task for what they're doing. Sharon says, that guy, Josh, gosh, I can't with Jonathan Majors. Yeah, I mean, I thought he was, rather, awkward actor, did well in the movies that I saw him in. I would not have guessed that, oh my gosh, what's going on? Am I dropping people? Hang on. Okay, I see us. I see us. 18 likes. Yes, let's go.
Sorry about that again. But yes, I agree with you. We gotta
Mm-hmm.
stop protecting them. I mean, they don't spend that much time trying to protect us. And I
Mm-hmm.
know we don't be wanting them to lose their careers, their livelihood, because for some reason we feel like them hitting on us shouldn't be justified with any sort of repercussions. Then they apologizing and stuff like that. Like for me, again, Jonathan Majors is a touchy one.
Mm-hmm.
Though I am going to say that as
Hey,
of
Michelle.
watching the courts and stuff like that lately, or not directly watching court, but watching Megan Good walk in
Mm-hmm.
lately. When she
Mm-hmm.
first was walking in, she had like the flow of light and confidence walking with her.
Hmm.
Lately, I don't see that. She not walking
Mm-hmm.
in sync. He holding her hand tight. There's sometimes you'll see them walk in and he'll have like a woman on the other side, and I forgot who she was. But it'll be like a woman on this side, right? They're walking in sync. Megan
Mm-hmm.
Good is lagging behind a little bit. It's like he kind
Mm-hmm.
of like walking her along. And it was
Yeah.
another video where it was him walking with Megan Good on one side, the same other lady on this side, and I think his mother next to Megan, right?
Hmm.
Megan mother is walking in sync, that other lady walking in sync. Once again, Megan Good is not walking in sync. And I'm
Mm-hmm.
just saying, you would think y'all walking together down the hallway. Why? Usually they step in the same sync in
Mm-hmm.
this.
Right.
And when I see certain different pictures and little small videos that the media shows when they're getting out the car, when they're standing outside waiting during proceedings, stuff like that, I
Mm-hmm.
notice he's right on top of her.
Mm.
Arm right up over her, won't let her hand, or I'm
Mm-hmm.
not going to say won't let her hand go because maybe she doesn't want to. I'm just
Right.
telling y'all what I'm noticing. And this is from somebody who prefers to hope that he is not this very slick monster because, they said it was some other people too.
Yeah.
And to have witnessed him be fun, cool, calm, and collective, friendly, focused, and to know that he be possibly, allegedly doing certain things like that,
Mm-hmm.
that's interesting. But nonetheless, if y'all go back and y'all look at some of these pictures of them, especially when they waiting on something or doing something,
Mm-hmm.
it's like he's not letting her too far away.
Mm.
They were standing outside doing something, and he was like almost behind her, but with his arm right across her body, almost like over the
Wow.
shoulder. And I'm like, why you acting like? I mean, he's like tight, tight. What's going on here? You know who you
Yeah.
usually see that with? Men who have done it to the woman that they are protectively trying to keep away from her
Mm-hmm.
being able to say anything, do
Yep.
anything.
Yep. Yep.
And I was like, oh my goodness. I just said earlier today on my Facebook, I was like, y'all pray for Megan Good.
Yeah.
I could be wrong, but I've seen a lot of different people and how they respond and how they men be.
Mm-hmm.
That's what it looked like is
You can
getting
tell a
into.
lot from body language too. You can tell a lot from the
Right.
way, people are positioned.
Mm-hmm.
So if you look at the body language, it looks like, she's kind of trying to distance herself away and he's pulling her closer in. You know what I mean?
Yeah, it's like you would see them walk like they were getting ready to go through a door.
Mm-hmm.
And so she kind of like was slanted backwards to let, I think that was his mother in. And he
Mm-hmm.
looked back and he tugged her arm more. I'm like,
Mm.
I was
Very telling. Very telling.
like, what's going on here? But even in the instance of great gesture because it was his mother, right? So maybe she just
Right.
wanted him to go in first. But I was thinking to myself, like, but why was that his response?
Right.
If
Yeah.
she is lagging too far back, he looks and he kind of like,
Pulls how long.
mhm. That
Yeah.
makeup is a lot thicker. I'm just saying.
Mm.
Usually she'll have a little makeup. It's not because her skin is
Right.
pretty good.
She's not that big on makeup on her
Right.
off time. Like on her own time, she's not that girl that likes
Not
to
that
glam up.
girl.
Mm-hmm.
I was like, sometimes she has had on sunglasses, but she could have been tired. Been
Mm-hmm.
tired. That doesn't mean anything. I mean, they going through a lot, right? So
Right.
I did give a
And their
lot of things
cameras are all in their
consideration.
faces. So, you want to
Yeah.
shield. And,
Hmm.
that's an easy way to kind of shield from all of that is just to put on some dark shades. But
Absolutely. That's why
still,
I'm like,
with
I've
all of
given
the
all
things that
sorts
are
of
going
benefits of the
on,
doubt.
right.
It was that body language for me. The way that I'm looking at things, like, man,
Mm-hmm.
every picture the media be having lately is like, why he all over her? And it's not
Mm,
like in an endearing way, like,
yeah.
holding
Very
on to you, sweetie,
commandeering,
hugging.
right?
Yeah, it's like,
Mm-hmm.
I'm not sure if I like this.
Right. All right, well, we've got two more stories to get to, but before we do that, I gotta take a pause for the cause and bring Miss Dream downstairs for her bedtime. So hold,
Ooh.
please,
Oh,
while we do
please.
that.
Hold, please. 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 Hold, please.
Hi, babes, and we are back. Thank you. You know what? Sometimes you just gotta pat yourself on the back. That whole please commercial is like the perfect amount of time for me to do what I need to do real quick and get back up here in time. So
I'm back.
pat me on the back. Sugar, is that you? You back?
Yeah. People wait for the wrong time to want to call me.
Ah, you were on the phone. Got it.
But I
All
still
right.
heard. I still heard you guys.
Okay, perfect. So we just finished with Jonathan Major. So let's get to the next nut that
Mm-hmm.
Jada. Wait, what's this, Jada? Is this you wanting to add something?
That was
Ah,
Jonathan Majors.
okay, the
Mm-hmm.
picture. Hmm. Yeah,
That
you
was
can
that
definitely,
lagging behind.
yeah, you can definitely see in her face. Like, I don't even want to be here. I like those braids though.
Oh, you know
I do too.
she
I'm trying to
always
figure
come
out
with
what's
it.
going on with her face though.
She got them
That face
eyebrows
look
done,
like I don't want to be here.
and
She do, but
then
her
the,
face looks different.
that's them eyebrows and stuff. You know,
Mhm.
she's over 40 something years old now, so they want to keep that youth looking. But
She should, but
It
I
reminds me
mean,
of Mia Long in this picture though.
she does.
Doesn't
She
she?
does. Yeah, with them
Nia Long.
eyebrows.
Mm-hmm.
But
so yeah, I was
did
just
you see the
like,
video when he was like in the misses? Yeah, you seen it right there. There you go. You just go up or down. He was like, and they was talking someplace live.
oh, you know what? No, I closed out the other window. I'm sorry. I
And
had
then
closed out the window because I was trying to get.
making it seem like they're married. Yeah, the missus. And she started smiling. I said, oh, okay.
Oh, you
All
talking
right.
Oh,
about like
right.
a
He
while
introduced
ago?
her like
No,
that
this was recently.
stage. Yeah,
They
Oh,
he
was
I didn't see
they
it
were
it,
on
recently.
the
stage with
summer award show or something.
yes, I remember that.
And they
Yay.
was key and they was off.
Oh,
Mm-hmm.
nice. Well, yeah, I was looking for that in a specific
But let me ask you,
video, but I'm not sure I'd be
No
able to
problem.
find it if I
Thank
did it
you
this
for
way.
coming.
as we speak upon this, while you're looking for that,
Mm-hmm.
how
Hmm.
how do y'all really feel about Tyrese?
Oh, the nutball?
Black tie.
I mean, far as because that man seems very grooming too.
You know what
Yeah.
I need him to do? I need him to have some intensive therapy. That man
Um,
looks like he
It's
needs to.
not gonna help. It's not gonna help.
You don't think it's gonna help at all?
No, because he's a narcissistic person and it doesn't help them. And
Mm.
the
See,
way every 5 minutes he got, like, look how he shows off the new girl, right? Now the other wife, first he showed her off, calling her his Nubian queen or whatever. But every picture he shows of the new girl is of her body.
you talking about Tyrese?
Yeah.
I don't
It's
even think
of
I
the
know.
and then at one point in time I seen the video and he was like, do this and do that. I mean, he's very narcissistic. And that
Mm.
woman do not want to come out and say that. She doesn't want to speak upon the abuse or
Mm-hmm.
allegedly, or that I wasn't cheating. And I'm like, look how he's going at her now, but you claim how much you love the baby. And look how his first baby mama had to leave the country. She couldn't deal with him. She had to leave the country. She went back to her
Mm.
own country. But if you look at how he treat this new woman, like she ain't even a human being. It's like she's his muse or something. Like, take a picture
Mm.
this way, show your butt that way. It's like
Mm.
you don't see the human,
Mm-hmm. Oh, he
the
taking
human
a
in her.
page out of Kanye's book. You know, that's how he prop his women up.
Yeah. Mhm.
Not Kanye, child.
But I think he's very narcissistic also. And I think he's very
Mhm.
controlling also. And I believe he has a bad temper also. And they figure, oh, because I didn't physically hit you, that's supposed to give them a pass. But you could tell it's a lot of mental
Yeah.
abuse
Yeah,
that go on.
emotional abuse is abuse too.
Mhm.
Yeah, that's true.
Now I know with that one now. I don't know about the other rest of them, but he better stay taking her on trips and giving her stuff. Cause baby,
That one's not gonna last long either because again, to your point, he's very narcissist. So
I
he's
know
not
I know she gonna be up for it. I know
yeah.
if he don't keep spoiling her and he
Oh,
think he gonna do her like the rest, that line is gonna show him something, baby. That
Yeah,
line is
but
gonna show him a little something. I'm telling you.
But here's the thing. Here's the thing that I struggle with these narcissistic men. You can only put up with them for a short period of time. Eventually, you are going to be drained by their energy because you always have to feed into that energy. You always have to
Mhm.
buy that energy. And a lot of women don't
Mm.
have that. I know me, I don't have that kind of time, honey. I don't
No,
have that
but after it's over, I think he better leave it alone. That's all I can
yeah.
say. Because
Yeah.
if not, remember, some people like you lit this fire, baby. We could do this all day, all night, death do us part, right? But if you leave me alone, I'll leave you alone. But he got a habit of lying and putting every woman on blast after
Mhm.
he leave them. Remember, the other one was supposed to what was it when you take the kid without saying nothing?
Oh,
What's the
they
word I'm looking?
kidnap.
Kidnap. The first wife was supposed to kidnap the daughter and ran to the
Mhm.
country, and he was crying. Oh, he can't get to the country to see the daughter. I mean, and then now this one, I'm not putting up with no man trying to control me. You better tell him, TT, that's
Mm.
that smoke he don't
My
that
auntie,
smoke he don't want. She not going down.
they shoot up a
And I'm
pow,
like,
pow.
that girl had Tyrese exactly where she wanted him. She had the power. The power
Mhm.
was in the no contact and not saying anything.
Mhm.
If she just would have stayed quiet, she won. She
Mhm.
chose to go on a talk show. She chose to say, well, people was putting stuff in my ear. And I'm like, girl, now you got something to talk
Didn't he
about.
say he want his name
Look,
back?
yeah. And I'm like, girl, you had the power. You left him in confusion. He don't know what you're
What
thinking.
bag she coming out?
Nothing.
Yeah.
Mhm.
And the minute she opened her mouth, now he come on all these videos. I'm like, he didn't have, girl, you had him when you wanted. The man was scratching his head, making music, crying, everything, because you never said nothing.
Mhm.
The minute you open your mouth, you gave him back the power. Remember,
Yep.
the first thing is no contact. No
Mhm.
contact is the best way. So
Right.
she didn't say nothing. She knew what she was going through. Ain't nobody put nothing in her ear,
Mhm.
but she left it to whereas it was a question mark. That would have
Mhm.
messed with him forever. But now she wants to tell her story. And I'm like, God damn, girl, you won. You already won. He could cry about the money all he want. Who cares?
Mhm.
Right.
Sometimes the best thing to do is not say nothing. You
These,
you won.
these celebrities don't know how to shut up either. So
But it wouldn't have mattered because he wouldn't have had nothing to answer to because she never
mhm.
told
She
him.
would have been quiet. True.
You can't stop them from talking, but I'm not going to give you nothing else. I'm going to keep you wondering. So even though he's talking, everybody's wondering. So
Mhm.
she won. But now it's, oh no, he never did this. And I love him like, God, girl, bye. Girl, you won. And then
Mhm.
and then here you go. I'm like, jeez. Now, somebody else, I don't know if you're gonna talk about that. And they was calling her stupid. Now, who was the one that was calling stupid? People talk so much. I be on so many things, and I was arguing. I was
So
arguing with these.
the next nut I was going to talk about is Jeezy and Jeannie Mai.
That's it. That's it. Thank you. Love you,
Girl.
girl. Love you, girl. Love you, girl.
Look,
But
look, look, sissy. You know we on the
I
same
could not
wavelength.
think of it, and you. Oh, I couldn't think of that man's name for nothing. And you bow, Jeezy.
Young Jeezy.
This time, get out of my head. Get out of my head.
Get out of here. We Brooklyn girls, you know we do this all day.
Hold,
Step up to
please.
the stage, Jeezy. Let's get this nuts.
Another
Mm-mm.
narcissistic prick. But I'm gonna tell
Okay.
you why. But I'm gonna tell you how she's smart and he dumb. But go ahead. But they was calling her
Mhm.
all dummies.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah. They call her all kinds of stupid. She gonna be stupid right to the bank. Boom. Jeannie Mai says she was blindsided by Jeezy's divorce filings and claims she heard about their split through the media. This, of course, after she recently suggested he may have been unfaithful. The actress appeared on the Jennifer Hudson show Monday, and right off the bat, she was asked how things were going in her personal life. Naturally, Jen was referring to her divorce with Jeezy, which has been making headlines lately. Check out her response for yourself, but Jeannie Mai says she's doing better now, but notes she was gutted when she first heard Jeezy wanted to end their marriage, something she claims she caught wind of through press reports. With that said, Jeannie says her focus now is on being there for her young daughter, Monaco, whom she shares with Jeezy and who they welcomed into the world last year. She's going to make sure their daughter gets time with her dad for the holidays to experience both sides of her family. Jeannie says that although she's been the most broken this year she's ever been, in that same breath, she's found herself to be incredibly strong as well. No word on what she insinuated in her court docs last week, namely that Jeezy might have possibly broken their prenup by allegedly cheating on her, something Jeezy has since denied through his reps. Since there's been speculation Jeannie herself may have cheated too, but we're told she's completely denying that. Funny enough, Jeezy himself had recently addressed the topic of infidelity, telling Nia Long that real dudes don't cheat on their girl. Yeah, I was rolling my eyes.
No, but he's correct. He's absolutely correct.
But not him.
Real
He
dude.
ain't one of those though.
He ain't one.
Yeah, that's why I was rolling my eyes. Real dudes, yes. You, sir, maybe not.
That was the answer right
argument,
there. We know he wasn't real.
Right now, the argument was, oh, she's stupid and he got the prick. I said, first of all, number one, people keep thinking the sprint is a marathon. This is the sprint. This ain't the marathon. Should she have went with the man who already got 3 baby mamas, if I'm not mistaken? No. But the narcissistic person always, if you be around them, all of them are crazy. They don't see that he's the common denominator. The women, that one was crazy. This one was crazy. And look, and then they'll purposely start stuff with their exes to see, you hear this, but they don't know the little bit of words that was said before.
Right.
See? So they'll start a little argument because they know the girl gonna see how she act, see how she is, right? So a woman like, oh yeah, she is crazy. I think you know what, baby. And he also led her to believe he changed his life, and he doesn't want this no more.
Yep, tell it, sissy, tell it.
And then
people who sat up there and said, "Oh, he really didn't know her." They kind of linked up on the web. I'm like, what are y'all talking about? They told us they've been knew each other for a long time. That's why the jokes came out saying that he was the dark meat on the side. Stop playing. He knew
and
what
then
type of
he
bitch
made
he
her
was.
fill out an interview.
Yeah, and
he made her fill out an interview. That remember when they went to date, that whole line of questions. Take a test. I'm like, Ninja, you don't get out my face.
You can have another day. Yes, sissy, tell it. Tell it.
And then again, when I tell women all the time, oh, they only go after weak. I said, it depends on what level knock you are. If you're at a high level, a weak woman ain't gonna do nothing to boost their ego. They want to take down the strong women. And from what she went through in her life, coming here, not having nothing, making something out of herself, getting her family out of the predicament that they were in, and this is a female. Started doing makeup, moved her way up the line. So they want. You ever heard a woman said, "I lost everything"? Them are the strong women's, right? So somewhere down the line, He thought that she was going to be submissive all the way. You know, he thought a lot of these things. Jeannie Ma was not going for that. He thought he was going to rule her. And let's not forget, her mouth is not the. She's going to tell you how I feel. So he was trying to condition her.
Yeah. And tell her, you know, she can't have her family around. Like, if you've ever watched Jeannie Mai, her mother is everywhere with her, everywhere. So her mother
Now, I'm
is
not mad
always
at his
going to be a
request for
big
that,
part.
but you knew that about her when you met her.
Yes.
You
But
knew
did
that
you
about
see
her.
how he
Y'all
played it
friends all that
off?
time.
Did you see how
like,
he played it off on the
at
trip?
first he was like,
Oh,
yeah,
that's my best friend. Yeah. I'm like, this ninja let. But I'm like, again, she had her own money. So everybody's still thinking, no, she not like y'all other women. She got her money and she gonna get his. Because when he did, because as he's doing all this about the prenup, you know what she said? Oh, you forgot about Section 8. Well, 8. I ain't do no cheating.
This
No,
writing right
baby.
here.
No, baby, you didn't read your own clause at all. It did not say physical cheating.
Any type.
It said any type. So at some point in time, the people who's calling her dumb don't know if she sent friends his way. Because you know these men think with the other head.
I never thought she was stupid.
No, I'm talking about the argument I had with somebody else. Y'all don't know if she friends. Like, okay, you want to play? She done send her friends her way. So that's probably how she got them conversations of infidelity with other women. So
don't sleep on the chick that already been divorced before.
Exactly.
And was hurt. She was already scorned with Freddie.
I don't know about the scorn
with him because he berated her because she didn't want to have a child. She, you know, had, I'm sorry, avenue and possession of her own body. So if she's saying she's not sure she's ready to have a baby yet, then you need to either respect that or just get out of the marriage. But instead of doing that, you went ahead and cheated, got the next chick pregnant, and then
now, wait, brown girl Bella. Now we don't know if he cheated. We don't know. Right,
allegedly in there.
Yeah, because he did seemingly quickly get with somebody. But
I'm just
if
saying
they were already splitting because of the stuff that she would say about
to the time that baby came was real close.
It was real close, but here's the thing. People separate. And you know, when you're in the public eye, everybody don't know exactly when you separate. So her and her mouth, I've heard her talk about her husband plenty. And I was like, oh, I said, lady, do you forget you still married? You don't say that about your husband. She said plenty of stuff that I was like, what?
Yeah, that's why I say Jeezy thought he was going to tame her. So he forgot when he
No, Jeezy knew what he was going for. Jeezy knew what he needed to elevate what his plan was for retirement. And she fell right on in with it.
I think it's the other way.
I don't think that man loved her at all.
Wait, P&Q, me too, girl. Me too.
I can agree with that.
I made a white sangria.
I can't agree with that. But again, you know, she just was a talk show host or whatever. You know, he take a hug. He the one, and then this ninja had a nerve. Oh, we got the C word. We can't go out. This ninja made the whole damn house Thailand. Like he was doing right, like a typical narcissistic person.
Show you the world.
Yeah,
and
make
it. Look what I show you. Look what I brought to you.
Right. So when you go to break up, when you want to break up with them, it's hard to because you're thinking that person is coming back, but that person never existed. So you're saying, oh man, but in the beginning he was there for me. Oh man, I was able to cry on his shoulder. We was able, nah, that's all the mask. So a lot of women keep going around in that loop. They stay in that loop, thinking maybe if I do this, that person will come back. Maybe if I do this, that nice and maybe he's going through something. After he finished going, we got so many excuses, not knowing that that person is not real. They don't exist. Hey, Jess, and they're not coming back. What's up, Jesse, baby? Good to see you.
Hey, welcome
Hello. You know
in.
what? And I've been meaning to say hello to everybody. Hello.
Hello, everybody.
I know
Don't
you
forget
be
to
bringing up
thumbs
people
up
like,
and share this
Miss
out.
Emily and
Yes.
everything. So, but it be like words being said in the middle. So I don't be wanting to be like, but hey, everybody in the chat that's popped in the last couple of minutes. Shout out to y'all.
Yes,
But
yes.
So can I personally tell y'all what's funny to me?
Yes, please.
Because I have been I waited. What it's been? When they get their separation? They started in September or something like that.
September.
they never got separated. Well, who you talking about? The Jeannie Ma, her husband, or Jeezy and
No, her
Jeannie
and
Ma?
Jeezy. I know they're not completely separated, but I
They
mean, like,
never
when did
will.
they
They
announce?
never got separated. That's crazy because
Oh
I
no,
know
I'm
what you
saying, like,
mean.
when did they
Uh,
announce that they were going
no,
to
when
September.
did
They
we
announced
put
it
it
in
out? Was
September,
in
I believe.
June,
okay?
June, July. But I
So
think he put it in since June. But go ahead.
was it
No,
June?
because June his book came out and she and her daughter Monica were talking about, oh, look what my husband did. He made this
Right, but
book.
he
Blah, blah, blah. That
filed,
was
but the
June.
SOB filed it since June.
Wow,
Knowing he keep
wow.
doing all of that, and this ninja smiling in her face, knowing that he went to the courts,
And he
died
went
in
to the
Texas.
courts.
Yes.
Well, I'm gonna tell you
Deez
what's funny,
NUTZ.
okay? When Jeezy got with Jenny Ma, and y'all on YouTube, so I know y'all seen it. Some black men had a memes all month long. They were reflecting that choosing non-black women was couple goals. They bragged about how submissive, fit, and feminine Asian women were, which we know that's a lie, but they like
Okay.
lying to themselves anyway, right? But when Jeezy blindsided Jenny Ma with a divorce, fella said it was because she was Asian, but she was still a Western world woman. And so
Mm-mm.
that meant he chose wrong, in my
She
opinion.
said she preferred dark meat on the
Like
side.
dark meat.
You know
And
what?
then despite them saying it was women who couldn't choose, apparently he couldn't choose, all for the fellas to get quiet as a mouse tinkling on cotton when it came out that Jeezy was out here possibly cheating the whole time. Now, Jenny Ma thought she had a changed and elevated
Mm-hmm.
black man. All for her to
Hmm.
find out she ended up with the same black man some of us have had before, with all the
Hmm.
smoke and mirrors of his representative leaves. But
Yep.
what makes me real good is that these fellas, y'all mean to tell me y'all ain't got nothing to say about this? Cause
Mm-mm. Mm-mm.
I'm thinking black women are owed an apology for the shenanigans that came out of this relationship that they had.
We can't
Okay,
even get an apology
Listen.
from Diddy, even though they're talking
listen.
about it. The people who made the first set of videos, they not near one gave an apology to Cassie. So can
Not
you
Okay,
one.
imagine? Jeez,
but
can you
but let's
imagine?
just but look, let's just stick with Jeezy.
You could
Hashtag
pick any
not black
name.
men.
Pick
You
all these
can.
nuts.
The hashtag not black men mistreating their preference. Hashtag black men been out here cheating. Hashtag not black men creating single mothers even in other cultures. Hashtag not the Asian persuasion realized that she wasn't the one either. Hashtag not the Asian hottie building him up for him to just tear her down. Hashtag not the
She
Asian
got
girl
the
seeing
same
that
black
black
man.
women were the problem. Hashtag not a black man trying to create his retirement plan off his mixed baby. Child,
And the
I'm
other
trying
one
to
is
figure out
mixed
where to
too,
get it
though.
at.
Listen,
Y'all
but if
find it.
you line up his women that he's been with, he's always dealt with these exotic women.
Not
And
the
if
first
you
Okay.
two baby mamas. Remember, one child he don't even acknowledge.
claim, right,
And then
that
the
part,
other
right.
son, he done beat the heck out that boy. Talking about he got disrespectful. And again, everything these men do, even if they're wrong, They come in. That's why I don't deal with these people no more. But
Mhm.
but I said they had the guy something Daniels. I don't want to say his whole name. And I'm like, you know what? I'm gonna do a video saying, you know what, you're 100% right. I agree with everything you say. And what else you say? If a woman don't protect women, I'm gonna agree with that. I'm gonna tell y'all guys why before y'all say something. And what you say, if you see a woman getting beat up or something, you determine. I agree. Cause I'm gonna teach my son everything you say.
Mhm.
So when it comes down to your daughters, remember you're teaching this
Sure.
stuff. So
Mhm.
Right.
y'all forgot it's other generations that's coming up. It may sound cute because all y'all lonely computer men sitting back home that nobody can see y'all faces. So y'all look good. Y'all look good typing all this crap. But and then you may think, well, I'm in the gated community. Let me tell y'all something. The same thing happened in the ghetto. It happens in the gated community. Matter of fact, what we're talking about right now, people getting drugged and stuff. These are people who got money. Don't matter where you live. Drugs is everywhere. Kids are bumping everywhere. Marijuana is everywhere. Matter of fact, the same Pookie and Ray Rays you're talking about, and you thinking you left the community, is the ones that's riding on up to your community to bring it to your kids. So you're trying to tell all these young boys, because when your kids go to school, you're not there to protect them. They are in school. So if all the boys go by what you say, and somebody goes to talk to your daughter, and you taught your daughter well, and now she goes, no, thank you. And then next thing you know, one of them boys start calling her names and ready to smack her up. And then all the other boys watch. You gonna, oh, nobody didn't protect my, no, ain't these your words? Matter of fact, ain't these your words? Aren't these your teachings?
Mhm.
You're not around nobody 24. So they don't understand how dangerous they are, and a message is, because if us women, like as you call a single baby mama, well, guess what? We are. So who do we, what do we pass this message on to our son? Men, the men ain't there. So what do we learn from you and then tell it to our sons?
Right. Right.
And I like to say, for all the ones who said that we hit a wall and we're gonna grow old with a cat, I just like for you guys to know I have had a man and I have had a cat. I weighed it out and I choose the cat.
I choose the cat, child. Look,
I
I
weigh,
don't know about sugar love. I'm gonna
I,
choose the men, but
I
the
choose
cat.
the. I weighed it out. I weighed it out, baby. The cat don't leave me if I'm in pain. The cat is dying now. I choose the cat. I listen. I weighed it out. I see who's
I
there
ain't
for me
choose
more
it.
with it. I weighed it out. I made my choice.
Mm-mm.
It wasn't a
Mm-mm. I
hard. It
ain't doing it.
wasn't a hard choice.
I ain't doing
Listen.
it. But you know where they
Nothing but the
where
dog in me,
not where
baby.
they,
Nothing
but
but the
you know
dog
where.
in me.
Baby,
Oh, look,
hey,
look.
I,
I'm
I
getting.
I keep my dog. I even got my dog on the side. I'm sorry, my damn cat and my dog is better than these men out here. I'm sorry. It is what it
Uh-uh.
is.
Uh-uh.
It
Uh-uh.
is what it
Uh.
is.
Uh-uh.
Listen.
I said
Not
for
for
me.
me. Jay,
I
I
said
know.
for
That's why
me.
I said not for me.
I,
Jada LaRue did not vouch for that.
I asked Jay LaRue to vouch for the I saying I
Exactly.
made a
You,
choice.
you said, I
That's like,
don't know sister for choosing what she need to choose that's right for her.
right.
I
That's why I said
choose
I ain't
you,
mad
boo.
at it, but not me.
Baby, I have came to a conclusion being that I have been with both. I have lived with both. I see how I am treated by both. I am treated better by the god dagged animal. I keep the animal. I keep the damn pet. I keep the pet. And y'all keep the man. Matter of fact, you keep all the men. Bring me the
Give
pet.
me the cat.
Okay, look, where did my cat go? Let me find my cat. Let me
Listen,
find my cat
nothing but
that I
the
let hang
dog
out in
in
these
me,
streets
baby.
that tried
Nothing
to
but
come
the
back with a
dog
baby.
in me.
Let me send you my cat. He's somewhere out here in these streets, girl.
My cat
No.
don't run the street. My cat stay home. That's
Cat
what I'm
stay
You
saying.
know
home.
what? My cat probably would have stayed home, but I'm not a I love pets. I love animals. I love all
Baby,
sorts
I
of
love my cat.
different things.
My cat sleep 12 hours a day, so he don't bother me. He bothers me when I want to be bothered.
Listen, I ain't
I
asked
give
for
him
a
his
cat.
food. He clean himself. He he
I,
he
I
he
didn't
ain't
ask for a
all
cat.
he ain't complaining. That's
And
okay.
I hear you, but
I keep the
I
cat.
didn't ask for a cat.
Right.
I was forced to have a cat.
Listen, I'm done. I'm done. Being that they said it so much, I thought I'd weigh it out. Let me see. I had to weigh it out. I've been taking care of
I
myself
understand.
all this time, so I don't need him to take care of me. So besides the taking care of me part, what I'm getting, I keep the cat. I
You
need
need
my
the
man
cat.
and my cat.
I hear that.
And
Now
Michelle
I'm
said, I
talking
need my
about
man and my cat.
I'm talking about for
Okay,
the
Michelle.
women of a certain age that they claim hit the wall and they said this is what we're going to end up with. I'm talking about the ones who said that. I'm not talking about
Oh
ones
no,
who
I
want to
hear
get
you.
a man.
The only
Now I
reason
was
why
talking
they
to
started
myself.
saying cat is because we've long been looking at men die alone with a dog. Okay?
I
With
take the
old
dog
faithful
too.
Rover that would rather had left with the wife, okay? They rather had left with the girlfriend. But they stuck with your old rusty, dusty, and corroded butt. And not
Who?
just because of
Not
your
me. I
age.
got the cat girl.
No,
I ain't stuck. No.
not you, sugar, not you, sugar. Talking about the men.
Nigga said, not me, honey. I got the cat, baby.
and the dog got Carter
And the
too.
dog.
Child, listen.
But
A lot
that's
of
fake
these men
wall.
hit the wall early and they don't even realize it. That's why they be on the internet complaining about women all day.
That
A lot
part.
of them complain about women. One of the reasons because you can't complain about the trans men, right? You can't complain about them. That's what you really want to complain about. A lot of them, you probably love them and then find out they're not women. You know what I'm saying? So you can't target them because they roll deep, right? That's how you could tell we're still in a patriotic system. Just like I was watching a show. Damn how I forget her name. A Sydney Star was on there. So they was talking about like if you have an argument, like what do you do? And she was like, well, it is a she now, but she was like, yeah, I just buy a gift and all of that. And I'm like, you know why? Even though they changed their mindset, they
Don't
still
change.
it's
Yeah.
still only a man would say that. You could only a man. Let me buy a gift. Everything will be okay. A woman would never say. A woman would never say
Yeah.
that.
I'm just gonna
But a lot
pacify
of
you
them.
with an inanimate
Right.
object.
So now that a lot of regular women don't want to put up with their crap no more, so it's
That
less.
part.
It's a lot of less women. We
Yeah.
don't want to put up with their crap, and then you would think that they would treat us better because now it's really less men to pick from because a lot of them are becoming women and a lot of them are living that lifestyle or whatever. So you would think they would treat us a lot better because as they claim is more of us than them. But even we don't want to be bothered with them. No.
Yeah, well, this is the perfect segue, sugar. Get out of my head. Get out of my head. Get out of my head. It's a perfect segue to my last comment and the last nuts that we gonna roast tonight, maybe because maybe we'll do an audible and throw some more nuts into the fire. But because I like roasting these nuts. The last one we gonna talk about is Miss Cardi B. Honey, this honey just said the thing of the things. She said she is going to eliminate dead weight in the new year, starting with her husband Offset.
Oh Lord, this is every other month or something.
Again, I know, but here we go. They unfollowed each other.
Well, then tell us, start now. If you so mad, start now.
So Cardi B is already making a New Year's resolution, promising to drop all dead weight in her life, a vow that comes on the heels of unfollowing her husband Offset on Instagram. Cardi recently told followers on IG Live that they should not wait for 2024 to change their lives because that's exactly what she's doing. Now let's hear from Miss Cardi herself, shall we? Let's go.
Jingle bells,
Jingle you too. Goodbye.
bells, jingle all the way.
Went from nuts to
Career
bells.
wise, financially, and personal life. I know where I want to be at next year. You know what I'm saying? And so you got to get rid of that weight. And when it comes to that weight, it's just like that weight. I'll say mentality, procrastination, laziness, and people. Because a lot of people are dead weight too. And sometimes, I feel like as a Libra, when it comes to people, we always want to protect their feelings. We always want to protect their image. We just want to protect people. Like, how would they feel? Or how would life without me will be for them? Fuck that.
Now, she said because
Oh my
Nicki
God.
dropping an album tomorrow, and then she
Mm-hmm.
says, I don't know why black people pay attention to her. Girl, I don't pay attention to none of them, but you ain't lying. Okay, you heard my thing is this, like, and this is where I personally have a problem. People could do what they want to do. It ain't none of our business that she have. Like, who is somebody? They both got money. You know, if he decide to leave, she got money. It ain't like she can't afford a caregiver, a nanny, or this or this or that. Like, it's only people who ain't got nothing or who broke. When I mean broke, I don't mean no money. I mean don't have their money that's telling them what they should do and who they should. It's like when somebody got money, oh, they dating down. Who they supposed to date? You got somebody for them? And people
Right.
got so much talking to do. Do you got? Have you sent them a list of who's available and they're good and they're not? Did you get them a list? And people think money make you a better person.
Right.
And as we see, that ain't working. Now, it's another thing. Check it out before we go. They said something about T.I. We can still talk about it. T.I. supposed to have got pulled over by the cops from fighting Tiny.
What?
Yeah, find that out. That's supposed to happen today, girl. I was gonna talk
Oh
about
my
that
God.
tomorrow,
Okay.
but I wanted more info. But
Goodbye.
I'll bring it to you. But why are you looking for that? I'm like, people got nerves. Like, who the heck is we? Oh, well, she ain't get married. Maybe she don't want to get married. She 40 something years old. Is she double back and people want to have a baby? Or even that other girl, well, she dating down and having a baby, that Halle Berry, whoever the girl name is, whatever, was the Little Miss Mermaid. I'm like, people got some ish with them. Like, some people married for love. I mean, the man gonna leave you, he gonna leave you whether he rich or he poor. If you're gonna,
Right.
even if you get money out of that man, that's still not gonna bring the man back home. You
Right.
still a single mom, regardless. Now, if you got your own money, you're gonna be okay. Now, if you're talking to a woman who don't have no money, then you should be pushing that information to them. Like,
Right.
listen, girl, people like if you're gonna get with a man, make sure he have a job, make sure he got that's who you should be pushing that information to. But people who got money already, who is people who ain't got nowhere near is them telling them how to date, who to have a baby from.
Mm-hmm.
I just think people got a lot of ish with them and let them people live their lives. Take that information and all these people that on public assistance and who ain't got no money and that's who needs the information.
Uh-huh.
Not people who got money, either they make a mistake or not. They still good regardless, they good.
Mm-hmm.
What about these young girls who their kids ain't got no food because they can't find the daddy who ain't got no money? Take that same energy and give it to the people who need it.
Mm-hmm. Absolutely.
That's
Jessica
like my
says,
sister.
girl, where is the second album? She stay online complaining, but can't drop an album and write any music herself. True that
Who?
Look, I could
about
care less
Cardi.
that Cardi B writes her own lyrics. Can she deliver the stuff?
I don't think.
Apparently she
Mm-mm.
can. I don't care nothing about if she can write them. There are plenty artists who do not write their own music, so I could care less. If she is delivering, I'm good with it. And
Mm-hmm.
apparently the charts say she can deliver.
Mm.
There you
When you look
go.
at the stats, because I even told somebody else,
Mm-hmm.
I'm not a Cardi B super fan, nor a Nicki
Mm-hmm.
Minaj or any other rapper that's, from these different ages. But
Mm-hmm.
when you look at them, if y'all gonna keep putting Nicki and Cardi up against each other, the numbers don't lie. Even when
Mm-hmm.
they feature, the numbers still don't lie. Cardi B is
Right.
on the top with that. Okay? I'm
Mhm.
just saying. Music videos, majority of them have been on top with that. So the fact that she's been able to do so much and only have one album,
Mhm.
at least one that folks know about completely, right?
Mm-hmm.
Mhm.
Says that she could drop another album and it still do just as good. So I
Mhm.
don't get the whole thought of she needs to drop an album. Now, do she need to get in the studio if she talking about she gonna be a rapper and she the best? Yeah, you need to get in the studio.
Listen, this is something that you fought for, Cardi. This is something that, when you were on Love and Hip Hop, this was your dream. This is what you wanted to do.
Right.
Mm-hmm.
You wanted to rap, and you dropped an album. It did well. And then you've been dropping singles here and there, what have you, but you haven't been consistent.
Well, she
And
got to get the same writers. Maybe that's the problem.
maybe you didn't pay
Maybe
them.
she was taught. Maybe she was charting, but that was because of those writers.
There you
Maybe she
go.
Listen,
may.
Or
no.
Maybe she may not chart. She ain't got the same writers no more. Maybe she can't
She
deliver
still
without
charted
that
harder
pen.
than Nicki without having the same writer. It's all
Well,
about the
Nikki,
deliverance, y'all.
ain't
Listen,
nobody messing with Nikki. I'm not a nobody
what?
fan, but ain't nobody messing with Nikki to me.
yeah.
So the charts, you just go forget the charts are saying that
What does
when
it?
Cardi drops one, hers
I
end up
I
higher than
I
Nicki, even
I
with all
said
her super fans.
I said to me, I ain't gonna do with the charts. To me,
Oh, okay.
ain't nobody
Fan
messing with
love.
Nikki.
Mhm.
Okay, gotcha.
I'm not a
Gotcha.
fan club. I don't even know her latest
No, I
song.
didn't say
But
fan club. I said fan love.
Nikki gives you a whole sentence. I like how she changed her styles up.
I said
You know,
fan love. I didn't say fan club. I said fan
ain't no
love.
fan love. I'm an old school person. I like bars. Nikki dropped
Yes.
bars. That's just how I feel. Can I tell you
Mhm.
any of her latest songs? No, I cannot. But the little glimpse, she still dropped bars. I'm a bars person.
Mhm.
I'm
Yeah.
not with the bong, bong, bong and lick my thing and suck my woo woo. No, I'm not. I mean, you could say that, but there's no
Nicki got that.
storyline or nothing, huh?
I said Nicki got songs like that.
But she still makes it a storyline and she still drops bars with it.
Mhm.
But
Yeah.
I
either who
pick with the fan
Hey,
love.
let me
I
read
like now.
this.
I'm not. I still like Cardi too now, but
Yeah,
far
I like
as
some Nicki stuff too. That's why I said I'm not a
But
super fan.
but
I
I
I'm
like
like
not a
some of
her
the
I,
stuff
her
though.
first
I'm a
album because she
nobody
did give a
fan.
story there. She did give some stories there.
I'm not a nobody fan, but bars wise, and then I like how even when she changed up when she go from rapping and she just give you a
A
variety
variety. Mhm.
Okay.
of her different
Let me read
personalities.
let me read Jessica's comment. Jessica says, I agree. I think black women are just tired of seeing black women celeb date down and end up paying the men alimony. But I get what you're
Oh,
saying, Sugar.
yeah.
Again, if we feel that way, then send them a list of people that are good. That's up. Where's the
Mhm.
list at? Like, and remember, money does not make you a good man. You a bum, you a bum. Even you's a rich bum, a
Right.
poor bum. So where
You a
is the
cheater, you a
list
cheater.
for us to go in on them? Like, what do we have to replace it? Like, who else do we have for them? All I ain't hear none of these good men yet. That's up. That treat they women all good. They all of them treat they all of them been through the dirt. So
Mhm.
how long? At that point in
Oh no, I
time.
don't stay fighting for no, I don't
When
stay
black
fighting
women
for
stay
Cardi.
fighting for Cardi, I just don't understand it.
Uh-uh.
She needs to start paying y'all because she ain't even fighting for it no more.
I'm
Listen,
not.
we don't
I'm
care
not. I'm not fighting
about
for
Cardi
Cardi.
B or none of
Yeah,
them other
nah.
ones.
That's not fighting for Cardi. That's just me being in reality. I don't
Mhm.
care that much for either of them. I tell y'all, I don't really
Mm-hmm.
care to listen to rap, but when I'm looking at the stats, when the conversations come my way, I look at the stats and I'm like, I'm only going by the stats. I don't care which one songs I like the most or none of that. I have love for both of them. That's why I say fan love. It's not
but
fan love,
me,
fan
music is
love. Like
see
you're a
chart.
fan of something that you love from that person. That's why I said not a
I
fan club,
ain't say none of
fan
that.
love.
But to me, music is subjective, so I don't go about the charts. I don't like me. I'm the type of person from back in the days where I used to like the B side of the song that you never heard on the radio. Right? I'm the person that when I bought the whole CD, even though the charts say this is number one, but these songs ain't been played, and then a lot, so it would never make the charts. But sometimes that's the best song of the album. That's what I mean by that. I don't go by charts.
Yeah,
Because a lot of times the company,
I need
a lot
a
of
song
times,
to resonate with me.
right? Sometimes the company itself buys the song to make it even go up on the charts.
Right. There you go. There you go.
I can believe that.
Let's just say Cardi. Also, Cardi is an interesting personality, entertaining for sure, but not really a great rapper to me. But everyone has their own opinions. Yeah, I don't think anybody on this panel thinks that Cardi's a great rapper.
Maybe
not be on my top anything.
After what I've been hearing lately, I'm so scared to hear a female rapper now. I ain't playing. I'm like there's nothing
not
else
the booty
to
hole
eat.
Brown.
There's nothing more to eat. Damn it! I'm like shit. I'm like As soon as I hear a female on the radio, I'm automatically. I'm scared to hear what I don't want to hear no. I can't
possibly
free my baby daddy. I'm like what?
Rapping about Jada putting Will down. I kind of
see this. First of all, I'm so sick of people. They hear what they want to hear. No, I'm not going to roast Will because how I see stuff is different, right? When he done slapped the old homeboy, people could say what they want to say. That was staged, right? How I feel. What I saw was they put Will Smith to sleep and brought back the Fresh Prince, right? And again, I got a video that stamps everything that I say when he slapped him. And everything that I said in my video, that's what we see now. Whatever I say, I made a video about it, right? I said what they did was because nobody never heard anything. I tell you, image is everything. Nobody never heard anything about the Fresh Prince.
Right.
They kept his whole life a secret.
The Instagram thing.
Like they kept his whole life a secret to bring forth Will Smith, the clean guy. Remember, Fresh Prince was the one fighting. Fresh Prince is the one is aggressive. He's passive aggressive. Fresh Prince was. If he was so much a punk, you know how many people he went on tours with? LL. He had beef with LL. LL never called him a punk. How many times when he was on a Def Jam concerts, he was the one getting arrested because he was the one doing the fighting. How many times people stepped to Will and Will knocked them flat? Fresh Prince knocked them flat out. See, a lot of these stories, unless you was there, you wouldn't know these stories. But they kept all that quiet. So when soon as he slapped them, they brought back the Fresh Prince. So now everything that we're hearing, that's the Fresh Prince, not Will Smith. That's how I knew they was getting ready to take him down. I said they're gonna take him down, and if he's so much a punk, where is it? Show me if he was a punk when he was Fresh Prince. Show me where's the interviews. He was on the stage with KRS-One. KRS-One spoke upon everybody. He ain't never spoke upon Will Smith. Kumo D spoke upon. He was on the stage with Kumo D, and nobody, not one person in any interview ever spoke upon the Fresh Prince. So how much of it's a punk is they never like, nah. Same way when they used to say, oh, Bernie Mac used to stay in the room, he wasn't with the mess. You ain't never heard that about Will Smith neither.
Nope.
So Eve, show me if he was so much a punk and he's so scared of Tupac, and everybody know Tupac made records about people. Show me where he called Will Smith a punk.
Never.
I'll wait.
He never spoke about him at all.
And Jada was his friend, and everybody was comparing him, and everybody was saying, "Wow, did he keep his mouth shut?" Also, he made a comment about Will here and there, but pull up a video where he's going in on Will Smith. I mean, he's so scared of Tupac, right? Tupac done made records about people, mama, fathers, dog, even Quincy Jones, Dr. Dre. He went after Dr. Dre. Even Quincy Jones, he went after. Show me where everybody's calling him all of these things, proving. Pull out a receipt. And like I said in my video, he's going to go back to doing stuff in hip hop. What did he do? Started doing interviews with people back in the days. And what's the first thing they said? Fresh Prince is back. I called it when he slapped them. So now that all the dirt is out with him, Wyatt, even he beat the heck out of he beat the heck out of Mark Anthony, they said. And then he was going to beat the heck out of the other guy, Tommy guy, because he kissed Jada. He's married. So they put Jada on Front Street because she got that Baltimore type of attitude. And I'm like, y'all hear a lot about Jada. Again, y'all don't hear about Will. You hear normal folks talking about Will. Show me in a receipt where anybody who knows him says anything about him being a punk, not fight. I'll wait. Somebody's lying here. And I remember back in the days when LL took his girlfriend and Will Smith was going to beat that ass, right? But then him and L squashed it. Took his little girlfriend and stuff. People forget about them old beef days. And Will Smith. So then LL again, they approached him or whatever and say, listen, this is what we want you to be. And they made everybody shut up. If what I'm saying is not true, Will Smith been out since 85. Go back to 85 up until now and show me where he got punked and he's a softie and he's scared of everybody. This man make $20 million and better a movie. But again, when you could present the receipts, I don't care about what Jada say and do, because he have to authorize what Jada says and do. And he was there when she opened up that book.
How
about that?
They pulling the wool over people's eyes
book that he didn't already approve and sanction. He already approved all of that. So I mean, I never subscribed to the notion that Will was blindsided by Jada. Oh, Jada's, talking out of school and she's telling all the business. Nah.
I didn't like how Jada took the heat.
No, is that everything that she says that they complain about? I'm like, but Will Smith told y'all that before. So why is it different because she says it?
Right. I didn't like the fact that she took the heat, but he's the only one though out of all the other women that's getting dragged. He the only one came in for Jada. Remember, he made that. Y'all want to know how he was making funny videos when all this was going. Then he stood right beside her when she even opened the book. Him, the family right there. He didn't let her, even though he can't stop people from talking, but he let it be known, nigga, I'm right here. Like, I'm
always gonna be right here.
Unlike, I don't believe that crap with Remy Ma, but even if it's true or false,
I was gonna put that on too.
Everybody let their woman take the fall and did not do nothing. Will Smith is the only one. Why Jada? Anytime Jada take the fall, Will is there. People just don't notice that. But again, now that everything is out about the Fresh Prince, now look. Oh, I'm doing this move. Now Will Smith is back.
Right.
People don't know these are two different people.
Two different personas. All right. So while
Exactly.
we're talking about that, Babe P and Q Grind sent me something on Instagram. So let me share that.
Okay. Oh, well, wait, before
Let's
you
hear it. Hang on.
This time you finally come to a stop because you've been telling.
Hold on.
There we go.
I'm gonna need to start it again from the beginning because I think
there's some things that we ain't asked you about, and we don't want to know whether it's the truth or it's not. Now we get it, you still in love with Tupac, but whether you know it or not, girl, we all is in love with Tupac. But we also love us some Will, and we don't really like the way that you be making them feel. Chill. I mean, I'm offended, and I ain't even in it. You be talking this man business like this man ain't got no feelings. Like you don't care about his mental health or his healing. You value a man that died more than a man that's living. It's selfish and distasteful. It's like if you ain't break him down yet, you looking to find a way to losing respect for the things you do, but they would have canceled Will if he did it to you. It's like his feelings never sit with you. It's like his marriage wasn't nothing but an interview. It's like you living up to what men say are true, that some women ain't shit too.
See, this is what I'm saying, and that's disgusting. And again, you got people again who wasn't back then in our days, right? So they don't know the Fresh Prince. All they know was Will Smith. So I get it, but people, please do a little searching or a little digging or a little something, because baby, something gonna hit the fan. I'm trying to tell, I'm gonna do it out on my members only. People 50. Something y'all all forgot about. It's something y'all ain't even thinking about. But I would not say that I'm wait to my members only.
There you go.
Well,
all right, babe.
Real quick.
Yes, I'm gonna give y'all some time to wrap up.
I'm just going to say that I feel it was staged as well. I believe it was staged. I don't believe that Jada really knew about it, but I'm for sure Will and Chris did, because when he walked up there, Chris didn't call him Will. He didn't call him Will. He called him Richard, as in King Richard. I'm like, that was odd.
Yeah.
And I think when he got that real smack, Chris kind of was like, wait a minute.
Wait, he leaned up to the smack. Like, who leans into a smack?
He did. He leaned into the smack. It
And
made
I'm
sense, like I said. He called him Richard when he came up there. He called him Richard. He leaned in, got that smack, but I think that smack was a little more. I think it was a little more than what it was intended.
The smile, but the look Will gave when he was finished, I said, that's the Fresh Prince.
Right. That's why I said he gave a smack. It wasn't a smack that Chris agreed to. That's why I think it was kind of thrown off. Chris kind of looking, and then Will Smith kept talking. And I was like, yeah. I was like, Will lost it for a hot second.
Now he didn't lose it. That was they was letting the people know. And even when he did that yell, that's how he used to talk when he was on the Fresh Prince. Remember? Only that, don't you say nothing about my wife. The whole part, that was all the Fresh Prince. So they knew that the powers that be knew that remember the friend all of a sudden. Remember, all their dirt have to be released. That's part of their contract. They dirt have to be released. It is what it is. So again, it was Will Smith's turn, and again, anybody could tell me something about the Fresh Prince. Go right ahead, knock yourself out, right? I'll wait.
Me. I throw my picture up.
Yeah,
go way back.
Hey, go ahead, girl.
Go.
Now they had to let that ride out, and then now that's riding out, even though people still talking. He did the 50th anniversary. He did the Grammys. He done spoke to all the things that he forgot about. The Fresh Prince days when he was rapping and all of that. He did really good on it. I don't know what it was, the Grammys that him and LL made up, and he was talking. He even got a podcast where he was speaking to them and going back memory lane. So now that all of that's done, Will Smith will be back.
Yeah. TT said, I think it was all staged.
Mm-hmm.
Indeed.
I don't
'Cause
disagree.
Because
after
even
that,
if somebody slap you, my man didn't flinch. I mean, you ain't got to
Not
hit
at
back,
all.
but I'm like,
He didn't
okay,
react
ready?
at all.
It was like, okay, ready? One,
touch his
2,
face.
3, go. Okay. But that
well, I
smile,
mean, from the other ankle, it does show Chris kind of pausing himself, look over to the side of the
Mhm.
stage, and look back. So
Chris,
he was recollecting himself. That's
Chris
what
was part
happened.
of that. Chris was part of
Mhm.
that act.
No,
Chris was
I
part of that
completely
act.
agree he was a part of it. I
Yeah.
just don't think that he accepted and approved of what he actually got.
You mean
I
how
think he
hard he
thought it was
slapped?
going to be
How
more
hard?
so a
That
fake
wasn't even a
smack.
hard slap. Please, he could have just put.
You say
He
who?
had one of them slaps that looked like you put a pot.
I think what hurt Chris Rock more was the fact that people thought he was a punk for taking it.
Well, he
Of
signed
course.
on
That's
for
why
it.
it went. That's why
I
it went
think
further
that's
than it did because
Well, he
he
got
didn't
paid
like what
for it.
people
He
were
all
saying.
right.
Yeah,
He all right. He
I'm
got
sure
paid
he
for it. He all
did.
right.
indeed. Because first of all, if this was a real one, Will Smith would have never been able to come back on stage.
Mm-hmm.
How you figure?
What do you mean? If it was a real smack, Will Smith wouldn't have been able to come back on stage. They
Oh, when he
always
won the
dismiss.
award. When he won
Uh-huh.
the award. Right.
Yeah, he was able to come back on stage. And usually, if you
Gotcha.
caused any type of altercation, you were immediately dismissed. Your awards would either be sent to you or you would lose them based on what the Academy decides.
Right.
He was allowed to go up there and accept it and give
And
a
give a
speech
speech.
as if, right, as if he was trying to say he was taking up for his family, as like with King Richard. See,
Richard.
that's why I was
Mhm.
like, he called him Richard when he was coming up there. So I'm
Wow.
like, no,
I gotta look at it again. I didn't hear
Exactly.
that part.
Oh yes, listen to it
Yeah.
again. He was walking up there. He was like, well, "Here come Richard." Then he leaned in.
Mm-hmm.
Wow.
Yeah. So it's a
Mm-mm-mm.
little something, but
Mm. So, all right, ladies, before we wrap this up and before we go out of here, I just want to say one, thank you both for coming to the Queendom while we roast these nuts. I had this whole image in my head, the chestnuts roasting on an open fire. And I was like, it's holiday time, these celebrities, these men are acting real reckless. So I think it's time to roast these nuts. And I couldn't think of a better pair than to have you both here on this show. So thank you both for your generosity and your time. We're definitely going to do this again. As Nightbot
It
said.
was nice sharing the stage with you again, Sugar Love.
Oh my God.
I've been up once
sweetie.
before. Yeah, I've been up once before with somebody else. I'm trying to remember who channel it was. But it was like a brief moment. And I was like, Sugar Love ain't bad.
Sugar Love. Listen, y'all don't sleep on Sugar Love and definitely check her podcast out. She has a new podcast out. I'm gonna put that in my description box. I already have Sugar Love's channel on my
let me write it in.
Oh, perfect. Put it in, sis.
In this particular channel, the new one is only for interviews. It's called Street Talk. So if you have a story that you would like to share, it doesn't have to be you. You can change the name, but it's real talk, real stories. And if it can help somebody, hopefully it can help somebody. And it's also to let people know, like, we all going, like, we've been there. We all been there. People think, sometimes people just need to hear, like, it's not only me.
Absolutely.
I can identify with that, or how do they get out? Maybe I can get out that way. Or if you
Mhm.
abuse drugs, how you got off of it, the
Yep.
childhood, like how did you get past that? So
Mhm.
that's what that channel. Let me say hello to you guys. As soon as the chat come up, they always want to show off when they want to show off, right?
I know, right? First
And
of
then
all,
Feminine Melanin, my Jada boo. Tell them all about the Feminine Melanin University,
Oh,
boo.
that's
oh
why.
my goodness. Okay, so first of all, make sure before you leave this video, you guys like, share, and subscribe to Brown Girl Bella. Okay. Make sure you send her a monetary hand clap. I am sure that the Cash App is somewhere in the screen or in the description because I don't want to say it
It's
wrong. It's been a while since I had to say it. And I am Jada LaRue. My channel is called Feminine Melanin University, but if you just put it in as youtube.com/feminine melanin, it will come up that way. Feminine Melanin is a society focused on the teaching, uplifting, and enriching of feminine melanin women. All right. So if you are interested in dating advice, femininity guides, feminine entrepreneur tips, if you just want to check me out sometimes when I kind of put up my little travel videos and then delete them because I don't want y'all to know all the time. Okay. If you want to check any of that out, feel free to come over to my channel. And that's mostly about it. .com
If,
covers
Yes.
when
Big up
if
Straight
you
Talk Podcast.
or
Make sure
if
y'all check that
you
out.
go to the channel, if you leave a comment, the person will get back to you.
Yes. Yes.
So leave a
Absolutely.
comment.
Indeed.
So if you on your phone and you can't go into another screen because it's going to take you out of this screen, leave a comment, and then the person would definitely go to you and visit you.
Mm-hmm.
And then now y'all friends, and you left a comment.
That's
So
right.
they'll
Yeah.
find you by your comment.
There you go. There you go. Don't forget to thumbs up this live stream and tell a friend, tell a foe, tell all you know. BGB is the place to be.
Still be.
Yes,
And don't
yes.
forget to check out all of the days so far. Today is the 7th day, of course. Make sure
Yes.
you check out all the days of BELLAmas because I enjoy when Bella does them every year. She doesn't feel like it be that good, but I enjoy every bit. So make sure you guys support the channel and
Yes,
her BELLAmas
yes.
so that she knows that her videos are valued. Okay, make sure you hit the like button on them
But
videos.
I'm trying to find her link.
Thank you. Day number 7 is still being worked on. So that's probably gonna go up after this video. So you got a twofer.
Okay.
I opened a lot of boxes. I unboxed a lot of stuff today. So you'll see all of that. We finally got our YSL advent calendar. So I unboxed that.
Mm-hmm.
Plus I got like gifts in the mail. So all of that is going to be in the next BELLAmas day number 7. Plus I talk a little bit about Brooklyn, and I can't leave this stage without dedicating this podcast because these are all going to be podcasts as part of my Bella After Dark. I can't leave without dedicating this podcast, this stream to my beloved Brooklyn.
Oh.
1 year today, she left me to go to heaven, and I miss her dearly. I really feel her presence in the last 2 days a lot. I've been thinking about all of the people who have gone on in my life.
Mm.
And I gotta say, with pets, they're there in your life for their entire life, right?
Yeah.
So their entire life is dedicated to you. And when you think about it that way, you can't help but be honored that your pet wants to be with you. As much as Dream is like extra and be all over the place, that little somebody, that little person, that little spirit of hers is so wonderful to me because she came in my life at a time where I was spiraling. I missed Brooklyn so much, excuse me. And then Dream came into my life and I missed my daughter so much. And I think losing both of them and then having Dream come into my life was the best medicine that I needed. And like I said, she's a handful. She is not like Brooklyn at all.
Is she still a puppy?
No, she celebrated her 1 year, so she's now a full-grown dog. Her birthday was November 18th, which ironically is the same day as my son. So she's a Scorpio. Very stubborn, very like I want my way, mom. Like today when she was up here, I kept like knocking her down and putting her back on the floor. She kept popping right back up here because now she learned how to jump up on this lounger. So she's like, oh no, I'm getting right back up here. Like you gotta put me down. I'm going right back up. And when I come up, we're going to be scrapping because I want you to pay attention to me. Stop talking to the computer. I want you to talk to me. So she was over here like throwing hands at me. Y'all didn't see. She was like,
oh, I heard you arguing with her.
Listen, you talking about her and my daughter maybe about 6-7 minutes ago came and used my bathroom. I heard my bathroom thing go. I look down over to the side like, and she come waving. I'm like, you know what?
And
That's the second
it's
time I done
crazy.
told her today.
Don't you roll
Because
my
when my
niece,
cat,
don't you roll her.
no, it's crazy because with my cat Tigger, right now, Tigger was getting ready to go, and somehow Golden came into my life. Two different cats, but Golden is, I didn't understand Golden is a healer, but Tigger is more territorial. So before Tigger got sick, the dog and the cat scared of Tigger. Tigger ruled the house. So nobody ate. I could put the food down on the floor. Nobody eats till Tigger eats. And I have a dog. But the minute Tigger started getting sick, Golden would not leave Tigger's side. I never understood like how I don't know how. And the cat just been they two different ones, but I don't care where I'm sick at, that cat is there. If my feet is cold, how does the cat know my feet is cold? Go directly on my feet. If I got a headache, the cat goes on top of my head and stick his hand out. My head feels. That's why I say I choose the pet over the man. I tell you, I weigh these things out.
Listen, I silently got rid of Candace.
I wish my story was
putting his hand on my booty at night.
Back in this chat because she had a dog and a cat. Her dog passed away, and her cat still is looking for the dog. Like she felt so.
Golden does that too. And I think that's going to happen with Carter. But my son got Carter's for you.
Oh my God! I wish she was still here.
But and every so often, Golden would stop speaking. And then Golden will go to the spot like to be silent where it used to. So I know it's morning Tigger, but I'm like, I got pictures. It would not until Tigger's last breath. Golden would not. He didn't play with the dog. Poor dog don't know what's going on. He like, hey,
oh my gosh,
and you know, pets like I didn't think about it like the way you said it. Their whole life
is revolved around you.
It's right about us. But
that's all they know. All they know is to be loyal and true to you. That's what they were bred to do.
You know what made me tear up, girl? Bye.
I know.
You know what made me tear up and stuff. Talking about, because you know, even though it's a cat, it's a double. You know, that's my fat boy, right? And then you know a lot of other things is happening. And then when another pet can just come and be so, animal could be so fulfilling. That's what I'm saying. It made me crack. I'm like, an animal is so fulfilling. You know, it doesn't take the place of if that's your child or that's your your friend or whoever. But when that pet and they can sense it, that's what makes it so great. Like, I know you ain't. Let me come comfort you.
Mm-hmm.
And if you get too depressed, I'm gonna come bother you. Say he was hitting you up and everything. So whatever you feel, and he like, lady, get out of it. Right? Get out of it.
Right.
But this been a phenomenal panel. It's been a
thank
phenomenal
you.
show. Always
Thank
good to see
you.
you, Jada. I don't see your link. I wish you would put your link in so I can subscribe to you like right now on my Street Talk channel and on my Sugar Loves channel.
Yeah, Jada, throw your link into the chat.
Can I throw it in when I'm not a moderator?
Oh, you're not a moderator.
Me neither.
When did that happen?
The same way.
No, you
What you
know what?
call
I
it?
used to be on the Jada LaRue channel, but not on the Feminine Melanin channel.
No, but
Okay.
sometimes YouTube does that because so many people kept saying, I'm like, throw the thing in. And like, I'm not a mod. I'm like, but remember, I take 6 weeks off. Remember, I got my children.
Right.
So I gotta be with my children. And then after that, I need a break from being with the children. Right?
Okay.
So 6 weeks is really like 8 weeks. So I may be on like once every other week just to keep the algorithm in, but I'm really busy.
Okay. Yeah. So
I had to get back into the groove, but I will private some videos sometimes. I don't know. I got to get into the mode of being okay with people seeing certain things. Like, I don't really like to show my daughter. That's one thing, but we do a lot of stuff together. Then secondly, I don't like people looking around in my house. I notice that sometimes I drop videos and people will start mentioning stuff like deep in the background.
What about the
why you looking
what doesn't StreamYard have a doesn't StreamYard has the back screen?
Yeah, they do, but I don't never use it. I just be recording stuff and then I'll put it up, or I may go live. If I go live, I sit in one spot. I used to sit in my beauty room, but people were like, oh, I see you got purses up, or dang, how many of them robes you got? It's like, in the
Are you still here
background.
on the Street Talk podcast?
Yeah, that's me. I'm like, I will have one more if you send me one.
Yeah.
I was one missing. Send me another one, and another one, and another one, and another one.
And another one, 24 carats.
I know, I ain't want to say all that.
Thank you, P and Q, for visiting my channel. Thank you.
I'm gonna visit you too as soon as that link is dropped. Okay.
Yes.
Can you guys see it? I don't know if is it there
Okay,
now.
now I'm gonna come to you on Street Talk right now.
Awesome.
Oh, look at her blowing kisses. Oh, she's so cute.
Well, thank you.
I'm gonna go to your live.
Yeah, I gotta get in that whole groove of.
Oh, who was you? Oh, you private the video, girl. Who was you with on that panel? I see Sharon. I see Sharon.
Yeah, Sharon. Who else was it? Jalen, Chaz, Omni.
So I'm not panel mate. They'll try me, but I'm not panel mate.
Girl.
Listen.
No, ma'am. No, ma'am. I ain't trying to hear none of that.
All right, so Sugar got a new video. Cassie, longtime friend, write Diddy a letter. Y'all have to watch that. It's in my watch now, watch later, but y'all have to watch that. Let me share that real quick in the chat. You guys make sure y'all check that out. My sissy Sugar Love be dropping the heat, honey. She keep them pressure on these people.
I just subscribed. Let me just say, I'm gonna say great show. So why you doing that to me? Oh,
what you talking about? Because the video. Listen,
no, I'm talking to myself.
I told y'all while I was talking to y'all, I was in the midst of already moving videos around. Because I'm gonna get there though. I promise.
That's why you leave a comment, and when you get there, you'll see the comment, and then
exactly.
And then now you're gonna get another one from Sugar Love.
Yay!
So you got not one, you got two of me.
Okay, ow.
Mm-hmm.
I would
And we would
definitely
definitely
roll
support.
over.
Now, if you going after these men, girl, I would definitely be there. Yes, yes, yes. I had a couple of them. They be trying to try me.
Yeah, I think we need to have another roast before the for the
They be
Christmas.
trying to try me. That's why I say, please give me
I'll
whatever
be
list
arguing with
that
these
you
fools.
have that's keeping me single, because I want to do every single thing on your list to keep you away from me. I want the whole and what and that part and what else?
And that part.
I don't do it. Oh, okay. Cooking. You need okay. What else?
I'm
Now what
doing
you
it.
going? Now what you gonna do?
I'm doing it. I'm doing it. And what?
Okay,
No,
wait.
because
Let me ask a question real quick. Street
of
Talk
course.
Podcast.
Mhm.
It says Street Talk. Talk with Jose from Guardian Angels.
No, what
Guardian Angel
happened
Inc.
was that's me. What happened was
Okay.
I used to do street talk in the beginning. So
Okay.
I just brought back one of my original videos just to have a video on there so you can see I literally go in the street and I talk to people. So Jose is an actual guardian angel and they are still up and running. So I didn't show the whole interview, but I think that people always go to entertainers. I'm like, well, we got good stories too, right? So I like to just talk to
Exactly.
regular people and hear what they go through and stuff. Let's interview each other, you know?
Yeah, I hear that.
So
Absolutely.
again, if anybody has a story that they would like to share, theirs or like it could be somebody else, just change the names because you cannot say the name. And long as it's real, come on over and or listen to like I said, I'm starting that back again. I think the first guy I'm going to interview, his name is, I forgot. God dang, I be forgetting. I'm getting old, y'all. I'm sorry. That's why please don't tell these men. They be like, tell me about yourself. I'm like, well, shit, I got to remember. I don't even remember half of these things. You better catch me now. Shoot. Tell me about yourself. I don't remember yesterday. What do you mean? What do you mean? Tell you about myself. Shit. And I'll be dead serious. You be holding stuff from me. Nah, Ninja, you know how old I am. Shoot, I ain't the same age no more. Shoot, I remember. You want me to remember these things? Well, in 4th grade,
right?
Then coming out the birth canal. You know,
I can't. I couldn't
I was talking
possibly.
to my mother earlier today, ordering some stuff for her, and I was like, "Didn't I just talk to you yesterday? Why you didn't tell me this yesterday?" She was like, "I ain't talked to you since Sunday." I was like, "Mom, I just talked to you yesterday." She was like, "No, it was Sunday because I told you I was gonna be busy." I was like, "Has that many days gone?"
it get like that, baby.
Oh
I'm
my
like, people don't
goodness!
ask me. I
You
tell
could have
people don't
told me
ask
I
me
ain't talked to
nothing.
her the day before.
I tell people
Listen,
don't ask
when
me
I almost
nothing.
put the water jug today in the closet where the
Lordy.
trash can was, I knew already. I was
Oh.
like, my mind is totally somewhere else.
Wait till you start putting stuff. Wait till you start putting stuff that don't belong in the refrigerator and putting stuff that's in the cabinet that belong in the refrigerator.
I done
Listen,
already put something in the
I
refrigerator that
almost threw
wasn't
the
supposed to
whole
be
picture
there.
away today. I
And I
opened
was
that door
looking
on
for it and
conscience.
everything. That's what pissed me off. I was looking around the house for a while for my phone. A while. And it took me until I walked into the kitchen and I looked on the counter and I said, I thought I put this in the refrigerator. So I went
Listen,
and put it in the refrigerator all to see my phone sitting there. And I said, oh yeah, it's time to get some
That's a new
rest.
one.
we could literally do a whole nother show about brain fog.
Okay.
Why?
getting
So they
that.
could say that's why we ain't got no man, huh? That what you want to do to us?
That's
Wait,
right.
Shantae got a man. I don't know what you talking about.
Shantae's got him.
Shantae got a man and so do Shannon.
They talk about she dated
Wait, how you
down.
think
Like
I got
what you
that
were your
doggone
man better than hers or
bookcase?
something?
How you think I got that bookcase done?
Like
Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
Please, I had a
That
man.
part.
I had a delivery man. Right, my girlfriend was cracking up, and I don't know if he Amazon or whomever. I had that man putting up my daggone stuff in my hallway. They put that Santa Claus up, put that up, because they started a war, and I don't do holidays, but this lady had the
Oh really?
audacity to do her floor. Right, I said, "Oh really?" Now I don't do how I flew to them, girl. You gotta see my hallway now. And the delivery guy, I don't know, poor people waiting for their packages. I'm sorry for you, right? I feel sorry, but
Listen.
you had to wait a half an hour later, because I sure enough had that man work.
Don't mess up my flow, boo. Don't mess up my flow. I got a whole plan here.
Okay.
So you better stop playing. Talking about us women hit a wall, we can't get a man. I'm like, shit, I had a man putting up my Christmas decorations. Stop playing with me.
That's
That's why I
right.
don't understand what they be talking about. I know
Stop playing with
Raw
me.
had
And I
her
mean,
videos
and
about
you
pay
would do
pigs, and I'm
too.
like, child, listen,
And
love
you
every
would
bit
do it
about it.
too.
Mm-hmm.
Talk
They
about,
better
and you
quit
gonna do
playing.
it too. You angry man, you be putting up my stuff too. Shut up.
Uh-oh. Uh-oh.
And the rest of
Angry
you,
man up
I
in
get it.
here.
You gonna put up my Christmas stuff too? What, ninjas? Stop
Mhm.
playing with me.
That's
Uh-oh.
right. And you gonna love it.
Okay.
That part. And you gonna love it. For the sheer
Oh my God,
pleasure.
that's funny.
Okay.
For the sheer pleasure. All right,
Mm-mm.
babes. Thank you, ladies, so much. Y'all make
No,
sure
thank
you
you.
follow these lovely ladies, my sisters in this YouTube game. I love them dearly, and I'm so
Oh,
grateful whenever they can grace my stage. I
love you
welcome them
too.
into the queendom with open arms because they are my babes.
But let me
I
say one
am.
thing.
Oh, of
What
course. Oh,
I don't know what she says, she private. Girl, you trying to get your subscribers. Don't privatize your stuff. You're not gonna get your minutes.
Oh, you
that
talking about
part.
me?
Yeah, you trying.
Yes, you,
And
Ada.
Listen, it's sometimes it depends on if somebody comment about something and then my mind be like, oh my gosh, let me
but girl,
try and get
you
this.
gonna have to just leave it there. Then don't do it.
Leave it
But you
there.
gonna have to leave it there, and then
You gotta get them hours,
get
boo.
them hours, and so you missing up subscribers. You could get subscribers off them videos. So I mean, if
Okay.
you choose on building, baby, nothing is privatized, because you can't get monetized with privatized videos anyway.
Yeah, that's true. I know, and I'll be seeing my hours walk away when I be
Right. So
private in video.
hey, you gotta grow like everybody else. Sometimes a show gonna be a show. If
I'm
you're
I'm
not
gonna get
proud of that,
into it. I
right? If
have a
you
bit
ain't
of a
proud of it,
private
don't do it.
life. Like my Instagram is so boring. My
Yeah,
Instagram is boring. I
but
share a bunch of positive stories. I may put a picture up of myself, but as far as anything else, barely post.
or do a bunch of shorts that's outside of something. But if you're trying to build your channel, listen, if you don't like what you did, don't do it. But my thing is, what you think you don't like, that's gonna bring they go, oh wow, this happened. She has such and such. I mean, they looking
Mhm.
at the people, and baby, let them see what went on.
Yeah.
Unprivatized
Okay.
that, so you get your minutes back and you get your subscribers and girlfriend. If you got them people over there, I'm definitely coming, right? I will not now. I, I'm coming. If I go in, I'm as a pit bull. I'm not very nice, so I'm not going to be on the panel, because all this nice stuff go out the window. These people's is working my nerve. I just wanted to say that I'm pardon me, but I'm like,
Okay,
you got a dope channel, so I really want to see you grow and stuff. So I'm like, girl, no privatizing and get your stuff. Then you can do whatever you want to do with it.
well, allow me to say, I
Yes.
am working on myself with that. I
Okay.
will absolutely force myself to be all in because
Good.
I do I like doing the videos. I like having conversations. It's just when people start noticing stuff behind me, around me, and they mention it, my brain do a little bit of freakish. And
Mm-hmm.
I
Oh,
think the
girl.
extra part about it is because sometimes when I first got on YouTube, I was looking for black YouTubers, somehow slipped into the beef sector, and people be
Oh,
looking at stuff, like they would be looking at people's houses. looking for streets, looking for buildings.
Yeah,
I'm like, what is
numbers.
people strange? So that
Mhm.
just added to my anxiety of
Oh, I
people.
stay in one spot, but sister, will tell you when I first started, girl, I had the bonnet on. I had the thing. I used to have my morning. My son used to be in school. I used to
Mhm.
have the bonnet on, the scarf on. I didn't give a damn, right? You can talk about what you want to talk about, but you might not like my comeback. So
Mhm.
I don't care if I don't see nothing. What you might not like my mouth,
Yeah.
but the thing is, you can look up my old videos. I had the glasses on. I look like a mess, right? Only reason why I really don't come on camera that much because I realize when I'm looking at my video, you up, you down, you like a plain seat. And at that point, it wasn't StreamYard. It was like the regular thing.
Right.
You couldn't
Mhm.
like put a picture or something there. So I'm like, I see
Okay.
more to cheer than me. I had to keep. I'm like, that don't look right. Up, down, then I'm cooking, I'm doing this. So that's what made me stop come. But I'm gonna come back on camera. But girl, check out the old videos. You like, what the hell, girl? Lights was all messed up. I ain't even have a light, girl. I had the regular lamp sitting right next. But I made
But you
my
made it.
minutes, I made my time, and then the people who was for you is gonna joke with you, laugh with you, and be there
Mhm.
Yeah.
for you. Whatever they saying,
Absolutely.
I mean, just keep it in your pocket. And the minute you catch them slipping, get them back. They're gonna slip.
That's true. I think I'm getting started back up for the new year with Getting Nude with Jada LaRue. I think I'm gonna start back up with that.
Well, you
Okay.
got
Those were
our full
fun.
support.
Yeah,
And
those were fun.
Yes.
And don't worry, y'all.
Absolutely.
We don't get naked. It's just bearing different things, okay? Just bearing different, likes, dislikes, histories,
Mhm.
stuff like that. So I
Okay.
think I'm gonna get back to that because we had a good time. Bella was on there a few
Yes.
times. We had a good time. I think I'm gonna start that
Absolutely. We
series
always have
back.
a good time over there. I love it over
Oh, thank
there.
you. Oh,
Mhm.
well, same here. I enjoy myself when I'm over here. I be telling y'all, I be watching. Sometimes I have to watch from the TV because I be doing a lot of stuff. Just like I was
Mhm.
today, I was doing stuff, and then I was like, no, I got time today. Let me slide on in here. I got time today.
I got time today. I got time
I
today.
got
Okay.
summons yesterday. She like tomorrow, 9 o'clock. I'm like, okay. Cause she know I argue. Yes, ma'am. Yes, yes, yes.
Okay.
Yes, ma'am.
You know I love you, sugar.
Oh,
But
I've been
I
gone
do
for
this
a
thing
while.
every
I've been
Thursday at
gone.
9 p.m.
No, but I've been
Okay,
gone for
indeed.
a while. I got them cheering. So
Cheering.
8 week, y'all got 100 and something cheering, girl.
Whew.
I got a lot about 100 and say about 100 and something cheering. But for 8
I'm just
weeks I'm
trying to get
gone.
my one off to
Yeah.
college. Okay.
I'm
Yes.
trying to get this one to college too, but I think I'm gonna keep the grand. Oh, my grandson. I don't like to say my grandson, but I'm gonna say he got a phenomenal channel. But it's
Oh.
only pictures and it's shorts.
Mhm.
So if y'all come on over there,
Let's
please
go.
support that channel. He is 8, and you have to see his drawings.
It's really good.
Never been taught. It scares me, but I don't know about this anime stuff. But I'm like, damn, is any sun? Did anybody smell what the? But he could look at anything and draw it. And he's 8, but it's only shorts because he's a kid. But we got to
Mhm.
support the kids too. So if anybody, anyway, why I do this because me and BrownGirlBella is so used to doing this, we can't help it, right? Because this is what we
Right.
used to do. So if anybody know BrownGirlBella for back in the days, she used to support the channel, show you. She did everything
Mm-hmm.
she could. She show you videos. She showed the first couple of minutes of the video. So it's
Yep.
just in us to
Yeah.
help people and build with
Yeah.
people. So we don't mean harm. We just want we think there's enough room for all of us. We want all of us
We
to
can
grow. We
all
show
win.
love. We show love to all of us. But this is
Mhm.
just what we do. So please do not take what I said like, why she might. We just can't help it because we just so used to telling people how to grow. We want everybody to grow. So I meant
Exactly.
no harm, Jada.
Oh no, you're good.
Oh my God. I love it. I love the woman power. I love the women empowerment. I love you two ladies. And
You
I
too, my
love you,
sissy.
babe, for
Yes.
coming on, for like I said, being generous with your time and just, enjoying the moment. We were on here for a minute. What did you say, Jada? We was on here for 3 hours.
Yeah,
Girl,
I
you know,
looked at the thing, say 3
that's
hours.
nothing for me.
It.
That
Yeah,
is nothing.
but
That's
you know
nothing for
what?
me.
No, you know what? It's because my voice, randomly it does shut back down again, especially I've realized in the winter season. My throat
Mhm.
and stuff from my accident, it still
Mhm.
struggles sometimes. So I'm like, I
Mhm.
wonder what time I got up here because the
Oh, you
voice still
sound
was doing
sexy.
pretty good.
You sound
Thank
sexy.
you.
Do you hear this?
Right now.
Do you hear
Hey.
this nasal voice
Wait.
of mine?
Well,
Stop it. You
but
sound
wait.
Oh,
sexy.
Well, wait, I'm gonna finish my video that I was working on, where I'm unboxing and doing all the stuff and showing you a little bit more of my life today. Speaking of oversharing. And at certain points, I was like, oh, I'm sorry, my voice. I don't know what's going on. It
Mhm.
started getting like raspy. I was like, well, what is what's going on
My
here?
voice stays raspy, so oh well.
it's okay, honey. I'm pretty sure there's folks who love it. Otherwise, they
Well,
wouldn't be listening to
But
your
y'all
channel
women
because
sound
it's
sexy. I love
well,
it.
thank
I
you,
love
I
honey.
it. I
don't know.
love it.
How?
I
I
love it.
don't
But
know how
girl,
sexy.
we're gonna be all up in there. We're gonna be kicking down the door, kicking the doors, busting the phones, baby. Tell
Hey.
them to come on and act like they're about their life if they want to, because you got these two queens over here.
They don't know nothing about that.
This ain't what you want. This
This
ain't
ain't
what
what
you
you want.
want. This
Ain't
ain't
what
what you want. This
Oh
ain't what you
no.
want. And I'm gonna touch
Oh
my
my
little.
God. I could be on with you ladies all
I
night.
know, right? I had a beautiful time, sissy. You know to
Yes.
hit me
We're
up.
gonna
I'm
do
Me.
gonna
it
still,
again. We're gonna do it
but
again
at
soon.
least you could say while I was going. At least you could say I caught your replays. I still catch the
Yes, you
replays.
did. And you be
I
like,
still
I'm
catch
on
the
the
re-
replay, sis. I'm on the
I may not be
replay.
on because as you could tell, you could tell I'm not on because I don't have no video, but I still go and check the replays because you gotta support still.
Mm-hmm.
That's indeed because when I can't catch the live, it is already still queued up. So when I can
Mm-hmm.
sit down, I turn it on. And if I got time to run into that chat and put a couple of comments, I sure do.
And I let
Yes.
the commercials play.
Yes.
Absolutely. Absolutely. Make sure sis get
That's the
all her
good thing
coins.
about the replays. You get more commercials with the replay. It's
What
good to have the
commercial?
lives, but the
That's
I
right.
love
commercials, you
it.
get more replays. I
I
mean,
love
more commercials.
more commercials.
And
Right.
I let the
Absolutely.
commercials play.
Let them play, girl. Let them play.
Gotta make sure you get all
All
your
right.
coins.
That too. All right,
Pennies.
babes. I'm gonna let you all go. Thank you so much. Don't forget to catch day number 6. No, I'm sorry, day number 7. So catch that. I'm gonna put that up in a few minutes. I need to finish editing it. I had a lot of unboxing to do. Oh my God, Terry! Welcome in, Terry.
Mhm.
Um,
Hi.
so make sure you catch that. Day number 7 is going up. I got a little emo talking about Brooklyn, but hopefully you guys still find it enjoyable. There's a ton of stuff I had to leave on the cutting room floor because this video is long. I was real chatty catty today.
Mm.
So if you're, in the mood for a little chat, and unboxing and seeing all the stuff that I got, please watch. I'm gonna make some final edits to that and I'll put it up. Tomorrow's video will be early because I have a couple of errands that I need to run and I want to do that like kind of early in the morning. So I'm going to kind of start the day early with the
Mm.
blog unbox. We got our YSL advent calendar that
Yeah.
came in today. So you get to see that. I unboxed
Wait,
today.
how was that wine from yesterday?
Oh,
Was it good?
drink that. I drink that
Ah,
thing
okay.
down. I drunk it down, girl.
Okay, girl.
And then that red, remember the red that I was saying that was like velvety? It
Uh-huh.
had leather in it.
That
That
was
was
good.
so
Okay.
freaking good. And the one of the people on the influencer marketing side reached out to me. And so I think I'm gonna get a discount code.
Oh, hey.
It's coming. Because she watched the video that I did, the after sips,
Mm-hmm.
and then she went back and watched my YouTube video. And I was like, oh,
Nice.
okay. So hopefully that'll be coming soon, so I can add that to the description box.
Mm-hmm.
I was renewed again for LYS. So that's the Black owned clean beauty makeup line.
Mm-hmm.
Fantastic. I'm also getting something in from them that they did like an exclusive merchandise line. So I'm getting something from that line. So I'll be able to show you that. That's not going to be in this one because it's still coming. So hopefully it'll be coming in soon. But I got some really good stuff. I got some
But
really good
tell them to send us some samples. Shoot, we don't know what the heck.
So wait,
not from Brooklyn. We always try to cut a deal all the time. Well, tell us some samples and stuff.
Exactly. Well, listen, what
people
did I do that?
stop it.
I do have a blog where I'm showing you like all of the stuff that I got from like Estee Lauder. So that's MAC, that's the Estee Lauder line. I got some stuff from Too Faced. I got some stuff. MAC.
We can get some samples because I never wore makeup a day in my life, right? I think I may do like a little list. I've never.
I got.
That's how much you know. I like my
lip balm for you. I got some hair stuff for you.
I need that. I got dreads now, girl.
You can still use the hair products. I have a spray you can spray and it smells amazing. If you ever catch when HBCU Queen, TC HBCU Queen is on, she's always talking about this spray that I sent to her. It really does smell good. But she's like, I be catching them with the spray, boo.
Well, send a little sample to me. Send a little sample to me. Put in the prayers, put a little bit in the spray, but them little spray bottles, send it all over.
Will do.
Maybe I give up the cat. Maybe I give up the cat.
Maybe you gonna have to share the cat, boo. Maybe you gonna have to share the cat.
They said I hit the wall, though. I ain't said it. They said it. I ain't say it. These their words. And any woman who's saying something wrong with you, if you gonna let somebody, that's another whole. I had a big argument with these people. Telling people stop playing with me, right? I'm talking about what's a high value woman. Like, who the F is you? Like, nobody determines who I am. Nobody put because I say so. Woman, I didn't got to explain to you nothing. Like, people got the audacity to give you a list. You can't give me a list on me, chick. Who the F is you? What if I think you low value? I don't like nothing you do. That's like a lawyer and a doctor. A doctor may feel you is not high value. You can't do nothing for me if I have a heart attack. God damn it, you're a lawyer. You low value to me. What the hell is that?
Exactly.
I am a self-made woman. I wouldn't care if I'm not doing nothing. I'm still high value. You go on with yourself. And it's always the people from England. I don't know, people from England like that. I don't know. Maybe the English people don't like me. The English and darling, and girl, you don't go sit down somewhere trying to give me some more. No, but I say that to all women. Stop letting people tell you what you are and what class you in and what you supposed to do and what society think. What the hell? I can't. Y'all got me all the way messed up. I am a walking no F's given. I make it. What my only thing I owe to myself is when I leave this earth. And if you guys believe, all I want is God to say, "Job well done." That's the only thing I strive for, is to do things in this world that I'm godly and being a humanitarian and following God. Not saying I am but because you hear in my voice, I'm not, but I'm just, but I want him to say, job well done. Can't no human do that. So
That's
you ain't
right.
you didn't make me, you can't break me, and you can't tell me, oh, well, I think, you know what, you're right. I'm less than a human being because you skip girl by. That's why I say I'm not good on these panels, right? I'm not good on these panels.
But you good on this panel every day, all day, boo.
No, but I have to just say that because women sit up there and you let these people tell you and convince you what the heck if you don't know who you are. Now people can say what they want, but the minute you got to stop and think and go back and forth, I'm not going back and forth with you because of me. And then, well, what you're trying to say, I said, man, I don't try to say anything. I say what I said.
I said what I
Yeah,
said.
fix what I said. That's not what this is what I said. Trying to analyze what I say. You got girl. But I was still really nice though. But I'm never gonna compromise me. Now, and I only say that because it's a message that I'm pushing. Love yourself. Desynthesize. Stop all this other stuff for people telling you and what they got to say. Listen, ain't none of us perfect and none of us human. You're gonna have good days and you're gonna have bad days. And you may be high class in the world to somebody, but not to everybody. So who the F is you?
That's right.
You know, you're listening to all these men who ain't got no women, but trying to tell you what you need to do. Ninja, let me speak to your wife.
Okay.
Woo!
Let me see how good she trained. As a matter of fact, I ain't even got no reason to speak to you, right? You the man, right? Let me speak to your wife. We know you want to argue with me. No, you all of this. Put her on. That's shut up, girl. I got to go by. That's another.
We
subject.
don't believe you. You need more people.
I said I get heated fast, girl. I love peace and hair grease and that. That's all that other stuff. Stay tuned to my sissy. Yes, I'll be looking out for my samples and my specials and all that other stuff.
Yes.
And my girl Jada, can't wait to see what you got in the works, girl. So we're gonna get off of this.
And we gonna get on our feminine melanin university swag.
Okay.
That's right, baby. That's right.
Resting in that femininity, baby.
All the time, child.
All the time.
I don't know no other way to be.
Exactly. True that. Thank you, Sugar Love. Thank you, Jada LaRue. Thank you, my babes, for hanging in there. Y'all the real ones. And if y'all made it all the way through, when it cycled through, put a little Christmas tree up and say BGB is the place to be. Thank you for watching. Until next time, you have now been Bellafied. Love you guys.
Mwah.